What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. Happy Wednesday. I'm Glick, as always. It's a brand new show, brand new... Words are hard. Sorry, my bad. Let me try that again, shall I? Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. I'm Glick. Good Lord. Oh, my God. Sorry about that. Words are hard, folks. But real quick, if you guys are not already, go ahead and check us out on all social media. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Nonsensical Nonsense. Also, feel free to join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday right here on Haps. If you don't have the app already, go ahead and download it. It's free. Give us a follow. You'll get the notification. And you can come be in the chatters box and shoot the shit with the rest of our friends. Let's go with friends tonight. You can also get every episode of the podcast on Spotify and everywhere and anywhere you listen to podcasts at. Actually, in doing some research, I discovered we're in a lot of weird places. So, generally, if you can listen to podcasts there, we're there. Just give us a search, give us a follow, give us a share. We'd be greatly appreciative if you'd share us out, let other people know about it. You can also email us if you'd like, for any reason, at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. And we do have a merch store as well if you're interested in any of that at teespring.com/nonsensicalnonsensepodcast. Let's get this fucking thing going. What's going on, Jeffrey?
What is up, sir? As you see, Tony is going to be in and out of the chat. He's not. He is doing dad duties.
Fuck Tony. Fuck Tony.
We kicked him off. He doesn't even know it yet.
No. The guy gets a permanent, we tell him he's a permanent member, he
family.
Stop thanking us
he's
for
like,
being on this
fucking, I'm not showing up.
No, I got other things to do. I got more important things to do. Don't worry, I'll be on my own broadcast at 9:01 tonight, though. Out here trying to save a hoe, got my cape on.
However, I did see...
No, I'm only kidding, Tony. If you can make it in, come on in. If you can't, you can. I did send you the invite. Tony does have personal.
On Tony's behalf, he did say the new Batman movie is pretty badass.
Yeah, I'll find out in a couple of days. Right,
I was thinking the same. You're not here to defend yourself, Tony. We gotta get you.
Don't worry, Tony. Tonight on your own broadcast, you could talk shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually where you go looking for the imaginary drama. We'll be your drama this week. No, I'm only kidding. Tony does have personal stuff he's taking care of, so get that taken care of. You can make it in tonight. If you can't, you can't. The invite's there, and if not, we'll see you Saturday. So I'm almost thinking, since Tony may not make it in tonight, I'm almost thinking just continuing the voting on the starting five and just extend it to Saturday.
I was thinking something similar.
That way we're all three here when we announce the winner.
The winner, okay.
Winner
well, let
coming.
me go ahead and since we're talking about that, I'll go ahead and announce what our pick is going to be for Saturday, and it's one that we've been all talking about for the longest time.
Favorite masturbation categories.
No, we're doing that in 2 weeks. No.
Oh.
I have that list ready. No, but we're going to do that guy in that movie.
Well, that's going to be tough.
The list of that guy. It's going to be a really tough list. People are going to actually have to do research because we're just giving the name of the actor. And
hey, Sadie.
So it's going to be an interesting one. I've held this off because it is such a hard one. Where we're actually going to have to do research.
Okay, so
yeah.
So here's the thing. I have an idea for the starting five.
I was thinking about doing pictures.
Yes, so we have to keep it at 5.
Yeah. And I have to figure out how to do it. But,
we didn't even talk about that. We were already thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I was thinking, adding pictures or.
It would make it.
I think it would be easier. It would be harder. We'll give the names on the show, and then when it comes to actually, you're rubbing me out. I see you. Uh, oh yeah.
Sorry, my screen was looking a little cloudy. You know how I am about the way this. Like, I fuck with you guys about it. How am I going to sit here with
Exactly.
giant smudge across my camera because I've been on
But
my computer the last
what we'll
3
do is
days?
we'll have just go on for you, me, and Tony. We'll go on to IMDb, screen capture their picture, and I'll put their name and picture in the starting five. But we're
Yeah,
gonna keep it
because
at five. To it's still gonna be difficult, but we'll see what I can do.
unfortunately, well, yeah, we'll figure it out. That's why I was kind of holding off and I wasn't really pushing that one too much.
Yeah, but it's one of those. It's like it's gonna be a really good one. However, if you want, while we still figure that out, let's go ahead and change up that subject. I have the list that Tony sent me. We can do. Let's do best comedy movies, or we can do either the that guy movies that couldn't be remade today, which is still a very long list. Best comedy movies, actors
I don't
with the
think it's
most
just
movies, or worst horror movies, or best spaceships. I don't remember that one, but okay.
I don't know. I don't know that that would be the movies that can't be made today. I don't think there's that big of a list.
Believe it or not, it's bigger than you think. And because I do I
Because
do listen to a I was listening to the breakfast podcast that we talked
yeah,
about.
there is a
And
lot of movies that
it's
from
more
older
like
back in the day,
scenes.
like yeah,
It's
back in
more
the
like
day that
scenes, but
could
the
still
movie
be
itself can be made.
made. Yeah, they still can be made. You just have to change it around a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't care whatever list. Uh, you know, I forgot to send you guys the one that I was thinking of. Uh,
Well, if you got an idea.
but
Um,
before we get too far into the show, though,
yeah, go ahead.
I got a couple things.
Hmm.
One, PSA.
Yeah.
We realize that we are not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Nobody
You
is
don't need to
making
email
you.
us that.
Nobody is making you listen to the show or watch the show. If you don't like the show or you don't like one of the people on the show, there's this little button. It's called the keep scrolling button.
Next.
Do yourself a favor and just keep scrolling because nobody gives a fuck about your feelings or who you like or who you don't like or
Agreed.
anything else at the end of the day. Second of all, what was my second? Oh, second of all, got the negative out of the way. Now onto a positive. As I've posted on Facebook and whatnot, Tony's not here, so I done ran him into the ground. So now we're gonna lift him back up and elevate him.
No, go
Hey,
ahead.
shout out to you guys. I was looking at some numbers and stuff on the podcast, and typically we don't stroke our egos in here. We're all pretty humble guys, especially myself. I'm probably the
Yeah.
most humble
Where's your
person on
belt
the
again?
That's all right. Which one?
It's within arm's reach.
Yeah.
Don't fucking lie. It's in arm's reach.
Which one? Which one? Do you have a shirt too?
Got it at JCPenney.
But no, shout out to you guys. I was looking at some numbers and stuff the other days, and I told you guys, and I made a couple posts about it. But I know not everybody follows us on social media and this, that, and the other thing. But yeah, I know. Shame. Shame.
Dude, we're gonna parade you through the town, ringing a bell, screaming shame, while you walk naked. Sorry, Game of Thrones reference.
Yeah, even I got that. I don't even watch that show.
I fucking love it. I'm rewatching it.
But,
I'm watching Gotham, by the way.
Nice. It's about time. But we are listened to in 16 different countries, which is really
do
cool.
you have that list? Do you read them off, and we'll give a shout out to each country?
I mean, we don't have to shout out each country, but
No,
I
but we
can.
can shout out to these countries, and then we can rattle off the list real quick.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the United States, Mexico, Germany, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, India, France, the Dominican Republic. Speaking of the Dominican Republic, we on
Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcast comedy genre, we are ranked 117th.
That's
in the
pretty
Dominican
cool.
Republic. That is pretty cool to be ranked in any. I don't care how big or small the
Well, I
country
mean,
is. That's
well,
is it cool or
the
it's just
fact
that
the
desperate
fact that
for?
we still have listeners in Canada, considering much how you're like always wanting to fight Canada, I
I don't
find
want to fight
hilarious.
Canada. I like Canada. Canada and I have a treaty. They
I don't
just,
want
like
to
I've
fight
said,
Trudeau.
sometimes Canada gets a little hopped up on the maple syrup, and I got to remind them. That's all. I don't have no beef with Canada. It's not like I have. It's not like the beef I have with Texas.
You know, our numbers in Texas have dropped immensely, but
Canada is a beautiful country, and they got mooses in there. Mooses are unfortunately on my list
hey,
for
you
the
know,
moose.
I ain't fucking around with no moose. I already said it. I'll fuck up a rabbit.
Yeah,
No big deal.
but
But a
we're
moose?
also
No.
we're also listened in Latvia, Brazil, Ireland, Kenya, Iraq, Portugal, and Bolivia.
Can I just say, that's pretty fucking cool.
Right?
That we're accepted, or stumbled upon. We'll put it that way. And I'm sure some of these are just starving for entertainment in the first place. Is my only excuse for it. But it's pretty cool
no
that we are
chance.
listened to in so many countries, and accepted, and we
No,
try to keep politics and religion out of it. So we try to stick with the funny. I know some of us come in and drop grenades every once in a while, Christopher, but we try to keep it
who's that Christopher
light.
guy?
You fucking asshole.
I'm
But,
drunk.
you know,
I gotta feed the baby birds every once in a while.
Yeah,
I know you and
you
Tony.
do.
I can see you and Tony fidgeting around, so I gotta feed you.
Oh, I got
You're
a
like my little
story
baby
for
bird.
you. I got
Hey,
a
OG,
story
AJ.
for you. Holy shit! This just popped up on Facebook the other day.
But-
or today.
Yeah, but
And
what I was
gotta-
saying
I gotta
before
read
you
you this
get
story, but I
too
want to wait till
crazy.
Tony's here.
Yeah. Just shout out to you guys that are listening. You guys that listen to the show, you guys, that's awesome. When Jeff and I started this show, I didn't think it was going to last more than 6 months, and I didn't think anybody was going to listen. We have over 1,500 listens on Spotify and Apple and all that stuff, which is not a lot, but it's still pretty crazy. So, shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. And the listeners, and a huge thank you to you and Tony, Jeff.
Oh no! Well,
I mean,
I do have a slight bone to pick with you and Tony.
well,
You both put heartfelt shit on the internet, and I did not.
take it up.
And now
Take
I
it up
feel
with
compelled.
HR.
I can feel compelled to do so, but I'm not going to do it because I did comment that you guys aren't family. You're my brothers, thick and thin. I'm there, but I'm not going to type some mopey story on the internet. So.
Well, we also know that you can't spell and or type.
Yeah, well,
So.
that's the other thing. It's like, do I really want to type
And it
more
wasn't-
when I
and it
spend
wasn't-
300 No,
Yeah,
but
it
it was
wasn't mopey.
It was heartfelt. Fuck you. It was heartfelt.
Tony's
It's
was,
heartfelt. I'll
mine
put it
wasn't. I was just
Well,
shouting you two guys out. I was giving you guys way more credit than you deserve at the end of the day, but.
Yeah, no, that's true. I was like, really? Come on, But yeah, like you said, the fact that we are on at what is this 111? 111 episodes in, and we haven't been like, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you anymore kind of thing. Because as much as the debates don't get heated, because we all somewhat think alike, if that makes sense. I mean, we don't, but we do.
Take it up with our HR office, Jay.
Yeah.
Send it to email at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com
/delete.
/ fuck your feelings.
Yeah. Just put in the subject, delete instantly, don't read.
Yeah, right.
But
No, exactly, Sadie.
the fact that we've gone as far
We are
as
moving
we
up
have
slowly. That's all that
kind of
matters.
blows my mind. And to the point where my wife even gave us kudos and we all know she's not a fan because it takes time away from me spending with her, but
Is she not a fan of the show or just not a fan of me?
I think it's a little bit of both. It is a little bit of both.
She was like, the show's all right, but I really hate that Chris guy.
I figure, in all fairness, I should figure out a way to get Jody to hate me, so it's like fair and even.
I'm okay being the bad guy, No, I'm he's my ex-wife, Jay. Get it right.
Yeah. No, that's X. Yeah, the very important X there. No, but I do have a story, and I kind of wish Tony, if Tony's listening, please comment, sir. Chris, what is your thoughts on blackface? You know, back in the
Like,
day, the dude painting his face,
yeah.
white guy painting his face black to be on TV or whatever. Terrible
Well, it
thing,
wasn't
right?
it wasn't just white guys that did it. I mean, it was actors in
No, it's
general.
true.
Yeah.
Right.
I yeah. Yeah, yes, it is. But I'm torn on the subject because when you if it's done in a way that's meant to be negative or derogatory or anything like that, absolutely. But
Right.
if you're just dressing up, because I've gone after people who have just dressed up as Michael
Like
Jackson,
Halloween. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
or whatever, or but it's funny because when and they're not doing the black face, they're just painting their face brown or whatever to try to
Right.
match that character. So I'm kind of torn on it. Yes, if it's done derogatorily or that's not even a word, but negatively or whatever like that, absolutely, don't fucking do it. But at the same time, if it's for a Halloween costume or something like that, you're a white kid and you want to dress up like LeBron James and you do a brown face and then you do like a big black beard on your face when
Right.
Braun's got his beard. I don't see anything wrong with that, and that goes both ways. I mean,
Well, I have a funny story for you. So a DJ got called out by, and I actually wrote some shit down.
like a
The
like an
Scottsdale
EDM or
School System. No, he's
techno.
like at a he got hired to do a '70s dance. So he was the DJ
Oh,
in the gym,
okay, like yeah.
and there's adults there, there's kids there, and there it's this whole '70s theme party over the weekend.
Mm.
He got called out for wearing blackface. Now, I took a picture, a screenshot, if you will, of what he looks like without the afro wig and so on. And I'm going to show you.
This just seems like it's incredibly dumb. Like he had no reason to do that. That's him
He's
normal.
actually black. That's him normal. He's actually a black man.
Okay.
the, the school board,
Why did he do blackface then?
he didn't. He's a black man. He had on
Oh,
a
they thought he
afro
did.
and sunglasses, and they thought he was doing blackface.
Oh shit.
But clearly, he's a black male. And I saw this and I was like, oh, I was pissed because Tony wasn't here, but I couldn't let it go too long without it. But they like
was the
apparently
school
a letter.
was the school
Well,
board was the school board white? The principal white?
no, well, the school board didn't complain.
Okay. Who complained?
Apparently, like the local, um, uh, some local Karens were like, I can't believe he was blackface, and they're like, what are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on. I usually stay away from it, OG. What?
I laughed so hard.
It's so dumb.
I was like, really? Because I read that and I was like, oh my god, how would what asshole goes out and DJs a '70s party dressed in blackface? And then I saw his picture and I went, oh, got it. And I so my point is the whole cancel culture thing. They're running out of shit to complain about.
Why are people so fucking stupid these days? Why are
It's
people so dumb?
and like this guy posted on his Instagram, he brought roller skates, 70s style roller skates, the
Yeah.
four wheels, side by side, old school, bell bottoms, and he had a gold shirt on and an afro and sunglasses. And while he's DJing, he'd get out and while the song's going on, and he'd make a lap while
Yeah.
roller skating, and put it up on his Instagram, jamming out. And that's where people started complaining that he was in blackface. But if you see the video, you're like, "There's no, how could you mistake this guy
So
for
it's
being
not
anything but what he is?"
it's not even a racial thing at this point. It's a stupidity thing. The level of
Yes,
stupidity,
exactly.
and everybody wants to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, I think it came down to the fact that this local
and God
group
forbid,
didn't get enough love on
yeah,
something, so they're like, we're gonna call out the next thing we see. There's
and
a
God
black
for,
guy. Oh, he's in
yeah,
blackface.
and God forbid anybody have fucking fun. Apparently, like over the last few years, roller skating has been making a huge comeback.
That's what I heard.
John just said his wife bought, which is kind of cool. I can't. I don't remember the last time I was on roller skates or rollerblades. I don't think
Well,
I'm
I
rushing. I don't think I'm rushing out to jump on anytime soon. But
Oh no, it's here's the thing. I had the bright idea about 3 years ago to go out and buy rollerblades. I was like, fuck, I used to love to rollerblade.
mm,
So I went out and I bought me some rollerblades, and within 25 minutes of putting on, instantly regretted it because I realized that I'm not 20. and I'm a heavy smoker.
I was gonna say age has nothing. Age has nothing to do with it.
No, your body. I did that TikTok. My
Are
body
there
still
really?
thinks it's in its 20s. My mind is going, "Are you dead yet?" And my
Yeah.
body's going, "Dude, you need to chill out."
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say it's the shape that you're in more than anything else.
yeah, exactly. But in my head, I'm like, I could still do that.
Yeah.
You watch the X Games or something like I used to do shit like that. Maybe not that big, but I used to do shit like that. Then you go to show off for your kids and break your fucking neck.
Yeah. On the decline of roller skating rinks, or I don't ever really look at the who owns what. I'm a big supporter of local businesses. Um, I always have been. It was one of those things like when I lived in Charleston. Charleston was an area that was huge on local businesses, so I never
Mhm.
really cared. I never really cared who owned it or anything like that. If they had cool stuff,
No, I'm the same way,
roller
man.
derby.
If it's cool, I'm
There's
going.
there's still roller derby. There's one here in Cleveland because they were they tried
Yeah,
to
they
sue
got in that fight over
they tried to sue the Guardians because it's like Cleveland Guardian roller derby team, and they tried to sue a Major League Baseball team because they stole their name, and like, shut up.
You know what?
Here's a
I'm
check,
on the
go
roller
away.
derby team because I prefer the Indians, so whatever. But um, the problem I had with the roller skating
What
rink
up,
that was
Kevin?
in Mansfield
That is
is it was a
indigenous people.
sketchy area. It became a sketchy area.
Most roller skating rinks, let's be honest,
That's
are
the
in.
problem. Yeah, that's the problem with them is like they become a spot for ill-intentioned persons to hang out at.
It's just, like the one here in town. It used to be kind of shady over there in that area where it's at now. Whose fault? Whose is? I think they did. I think they did write them a check just so they would shut up and
I
go
think they
away,
did
John.
too.
They're like, here, we're buying the name from you guys. Calm down.
Yeah, I think they're like, we're gonna buy your equipment for the next like 40 years. Because how much the roller things cost.
Yeah.
But I saw that night, the DJ blackface thing, and I was like, oh my god, that's hilarious.
But
I sat here watching
that's
this 20-minute video laughing my ass off.
that's just again, it's at this point, and I'm with OG. I don't care about. I mean, obviously the discussion should be had. As far as racial tension and stuff like that, but it doesn't have to be had all the time, and it certainly doesn't have to be had here. But at this point, it's not even a racial thing. It's a stupidity level. Like,
Yes, exactly.
every group is trying to out stupid the next group. You're like, oh yeah, that was pretty stupid. Here, hold my chai mocha latte kale kombucha and watch how stupid I can be. Like, watch
Well,
my level of stupid.
one of the funny things that I watch on Facebook, I have Facebook in the background so I can listen to news or whatever, and because I just kind of play the video in the background and I can easily get out of it if a phone call comes in, is this one girl where she just comments on Karen videos, and wow, they're so funny.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want to feel better about your day, watch them Karen compilation videos.
Speaking
You're way smarter than any of these people.
speaking of today, shout out to all of our stoner friends. Happy 420 day. Hopefully, y'all
Yeah,
got your smoke on, your
I'm
edible
still
on,
here. I'll be
whatever it
right.
is you do. You know, whatever it is you do. I can agree with that to a certain degree, Coachy Poo. But yeah, happy 420 day to all of our stoner friends. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed your day. Um, Glad that you could take a negative and turn it into a mildly positive day. For those of you who know your history, one of the most evil men in history was born today. But I know my girlfriend is currently working at an event. I told her, I was like, stoners crack me up. I don't smoke. I've never been one to smoke. It's not my thing. Um, but they're some of the chillest, coolest people in the world, and they're overly friendly. So she's seems to be having fun working that thing. But I don't know, man. You know, people are just like I said, they're on a whole nother level of stupidity these days, and they look for something to um, something so dumb to try to victimize or be a victim or some shit like that. You know, unfortunately, it's not. But it's real all the way around. It's not just one. It's not just one person or one group of people that are racist. It's all people, unfortunately, and it's not going anywhere at the end of the day. Um, Not unless we can get some kind of mind altering device that we can play through your TikToks and your YouTubes and shit like that. So, you know, it's sadly it's not going anywhere. But like I said, it's across the board. Everybody's guilty. Not everybody's guilty of it, but every race is guilty of it because Jay, go back and read some of your comments, and that's why you're not allowed in here. This is the actual podcast. I think asshole and racist are kind of the same thing. You know, you have racist assholes, and you just have assholes. So yes, the assholes do far outnumber the if you look at it that way. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not going anywhere. The only thing we can do is try to be better people. Um, yeah, you know, we can try to be better people, and we can try to treat people better, and we can teach our kids. Maybe one day it'll get better, but not anytime in the near future, sadly. I don't. I hate everybody equally. Yeah, somebody is definitely celebrating it. I don't like stupid people. That's the only group of people I don't like, OG. I'll tell you that right off the bat. I do not like fucking stupid people at all. I think I think that you should have to pass a psychological evaluation and a academic test before you're allowed to breed. We can stop breeding stupid people. So, but that's just my personal opinion. But you know, I've always looked at it this way. You know, if you treat people right and you treat everybody the same way, I mean, I can fuck around and I can joke and I can hang out with anybody. You know, um, there's never really been one group of people that I've never wanted to not hang out with, and that's you know, I can blend into any situation. I don't know what's going on with Jeff. Apparently, he's sticking his Peter in the light socket again. But yeah, I mean that's at the end of the day, it's all we can do is try to treat everybody right and teach our kids. You know, I've taught mine. You know, not to judge a book by its cover, so to say. Crack a brewski. I am not drinking any today. I've had a very long day. It's been a day. Exactly. Treat others as you want to be treated, 100%. That doesn't mean that they're always going to treat you that they're going to treat you that way back, but At least, well, I don't condone killing anybody, but unless they deserve it. Pedophiles, rapists, stuff like that. My hair is just always usually under a hat. I had to. It was something else today though. 1992 Vanilla Ice was calling wanting his hair back earlier today. My hair was just sticking straight up and whoosh. My beard was, like I said, it's been a day. So now I know there are some parents out there whose kids are in their 40s and they're looking if it's too late to have an abortion. After they read or see some of the things that their kids say or do on the internet. But that's why I said sterilization, and you have to pass a psychological and a academic test before you can reproduce, procreate. I think that's the word. I don't use big fancy words because I'm not the smartest guy in the world. So, but we do have coming up in the shoe this guy over here. I got both these shows, man. I say something nice about both these jackasses this week, and then the very next day, one doesn't show up, and the other one, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's probably working. But yeah, well, I mean, I guess you could keep big government and big farm out of it, and we can just do it ourselves. That's highly illegal, but I mean, if you want to sterilize your kids when they're born, uh, don't take any political advice from me. All my political advice is just crazy nonsense that could never happen. Otherwise, we'd be living in places like Russia or Iraq or whatever, China, where they dictate everything you do and say. So whatever you do not take political advice from me. Don't take much of any advice from me unless it comes down to like music, movies, beer, sports. That's where you can take advice from me from. I have no idea why there's no. I didn't know that. I didn't. Is Walmart worldwide? That's kind of a dumb question, but that's an honest question. I don't know. Oh my god. uh, you see what happens? You see what happens when I'm left to the devices of the chatter's box because my co-hosts don't show up to the show or they leave during the show. Is it time for break yet? It's fucked up, coach. I don't get into riffs with anybody on here. It's silly to get into riffs with people on here. That's why I said at the beginning of the show. If you don't like one of us on the show, you don't like what we talk about, you don't like us as a collective, nobody's making you stay here. Nobody's making you listen. Nobody's making you watch. So I don't have time for the drama. I was watching Tony's broadcast yesterday. And it looked like there was all kinds of stupid drama in there, and somebody started popping off, wanting to make stupid little side comments at me or about me, and I just left. I'm like, you know what? You're not even fucking worth it. It's because you're jealous. Cockweasel. Challenge, handicap. I did actually read that. And it was fucked up. It was funny as hell, though. Then you got Jay over here. It's amazing how you can go onto your Instagram Live and act like you have decency and act like a normal human being, but then as soon as you come into the comments in somebody's live, you're a fucking monster. It's because he fuels the drama bus, man. I tell him that all the time. Stop it. Leave it alone. You don't got to get involved in everybody's shit. Just stop. It really is. And the ones in the comment section as well. It's like, dude, stop, man. You're fueling the drama bus. It's like everybody's in the Fortnite lobby and they're waiting on that magical school bus to take them to Drama Land. And Tony's like, wait, gotta fuel it up, guys. And off we go.
All I heard was Fortnite, and I was like, fucking Fortnite.
I was playing that game before we started playing earlier.
Sorry, I had a call come in. I had to... Oh, my God.
Not much new going on, John. I've been busting my hump on this podcast. Jeffrey and Tony, if you're listening, if you two jackasses don't start sharing the podcast on Facebook on a regular basis, I'm going to kick your dicks in.
You better have a long foot, sir.
Don't worry, when I start making all the money off the podcast, because I'm the only one that does anything, I'll book a flight down there. I do's anything. I'll book a flight down there just to kick you in the dick. And I done told you. He really does. He does. Absolutely does.
What's up?
Well, I was talking about Tony putting his cape on and wanting to fuel the bus for Dramaville and keep all the drama on this fucking app going. He was at it again yesterday. I left because some dumb bitch was in there making side comments and snide remarks. She was directing them at me because you do it after every comment I said.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to leave.
Yeah, you know.
Apparently, that's all I do need to do, John. John said I just need to say.
At 90% of the time, I don't really have any negative comments that come my way. But if I do, I just ignore it. I'm like, one person's opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why I just left. I was so busy doing, dude. I was doing shit with this behind the scenes stuff yesterday, and then I was doing the same thing again today. I have such a headache. I woke up this morning with a massive headache, just from staring at the computer screen and shit like that the last couple of days.
Welcome to my world. Today, when we're done tonight, I will be, let's see, I got in at 8:30 today. I'll be staring at the same computer screen for, what, 13 hours? Again? I did 13 hours on Monday.
You'll be all right.
14 hours on Monday? Something like that.
You'll be all right.
But, you get used to it. But, yeah, it's the tedious shit that hurts your eyes and gives you the headache. Like watching a video or even doing the podcast doesn't bother me as much because I can literally, if my head starts hurt, I just kind of look around. If I'm typing an email, I gotta start.
I thought you were talking about a brand of foreskins, Jay.
Jesus Christ. Is there another brand than
I don't know, because he said something about wanting his foreskin back, and then maybe I should start a brand, and yes, Jay, you are. I was gonna say, isn't there like monkey weed or monkey something? A couple different ones. I mean, I'm not really familiar or well versed in that world, but
I'm not either. But like, I know there's like weed is kind of like porn. There's every kind of version you can get. Ask for every seat, so to speak.
It's just names for what it's called and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, really understand. Like I said, I'm not going to dive into that world. I don't know anything about it.
Well, no, it's potency levels as well. I mean, it's like you got your dirt shit weed that looks like you wouldn't pick up grass clippings. Then you got stuff that will literally make you stare at the wall for 12 hours. On both ends of that spectrum.
Yeah.
And I've stated multiple times I can't do it. And it comes down to I don't like not being in control of my faculties. Like it makes me freak out. Whoa. Oh my God, Jesus, monkey paw. Texas Danger's. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. There's the breakdown of monkey paw weed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, OG.
Yeah, that'll save
Oh,
us
it's,
a
if
lot
it's
of
from
time.
Michigan. You got Afghani's Indica, a little Columbia Gold Sativas, Acapulco Gold, citrus,
Acapulco.
fruit, skunk, blueberry, sweet, pain. Oh, pain, relaxing. All right, there we go.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, there's
Indica equals
one
couch
thing I
lock,
find.
sativa equal
I
moonwalking.
don't know if you saw the TikTok the other day of the guy. He goes, "What were you gonna do if I break into your house and I eat up all your M and M's?" And the dude stitching, he was like, "Dude, those aren't M and M's. They were edibles." I'm gonna sit back and watch you relax.
You
I
know,
lost it.
some of these TikTok trends kill me because, especially like
Have you seen the
the.
new one? The new trend, the girl that keeps she backs up into the post.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Matt, our cat did a video to it.
Oh my God, I lost it, dude.
Good to have. I know, right? I figure in our chatters box we got experts on a little bit of everything, most times. Uh, that whole trend on TikTok. What are you gonna do if I break into your house? What the hell do you think What do you think is
I'm
gonna
going to
happen?
shoot you.
Yeah, like simple question, simple answer. What do you think is gonna happen? I mean, people have had fun with it and stuff like that.
No,
But like,
exactly.
like there's these two goofy looking kids, very feminine looking gentlemen,
Oh,
and
I see that one.
and they like at first it's like what would you do? And they're standing there with their shirts on, and then they're
And
like
they're like 3 inches from each other.
yeah, and then they take their shirts off, and then it like transitions with their shirts off, and like if we broke into your house, and they're like this close to each other, face to face, and it's like, are you gonna make out or steal my shit? Like you don't have to break into my house just to make out with each other. It's
Uh,
2022. You can literally go
my
to the
favorite,
park and make out with
my
each other.
favorite is the little guy that's like
Oh yeah.
maybe 3 foot, and he's like, "What are you gonna do if I break into your car?" And somebody's like, "Blink," to
Well,
an
that or
army man.
they put the baby gate up. What are you gonna do if I break into your house and the guy drops a baby gate? Well, Ohio, effective June 12th, we are now you no longer have to be permitted to conceal carry. Basically, we've become the Wild
Nice.
West. And the second part of that law is the stand your ground. So we're going to have both of that here in Ohio, effective June 12th. And I can't wait because I'm
Oh yeah,
walking
break
around
into
like
my house. Let's see
I'm
what
walking
happens.
around. We already have open carry in Ohio, but I can't
Right.
conceal carry. So I mean, I carry most times when I'm out and about. It's just a pain in the ass because when I get in my car, my gun has to go in my glove box and the magazine has to. I said it right, hopefully, so the gun
No,
weirdos
no,
don't get their
no.
panties in a bunch.
The magazine has to go in like center
Uh,
console or the
yeah,
trunk.
which is what I do with it. I put it in the center but I mean, which is completely ineffective if something happens.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that
Oh,
hard.
timeout! 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 Timeout!
Wait. Hold on, bad guys. I need some air.
Yeah, I gotta reach over here. I mean, fortunately, my car's small enough that I can literally
Yeah, I was gonna
reach
say,
over
can't you
to.
touch the passenger door from not looking from
Yeah,
your driver's
yeah,
seat?
pretty much. No, Texas has been doing it for years. Nothing could possibly go wrong with it, other than the fact that I'm gonna be walking around every day like Wyatt fucking Earp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're
I don't
open
know if you
carry, but they're doing
saw.
away. You don't have to have the permits in Ohio anymore, so you
I
can
don't know if you
conceal carry
saw,
at any
but
time without a permit.
mask
And
mandates on planes, trains, and buses
hello, Jay.
are no longer in effect.
Yeah, they're supposed to be lifting them. So, um, but
I still have to
yeah,
wear a mask when I go into a store, but
no, you don't live in the states.
well, I also don't go anywhere. I go to the store once a week.
You also live in a third world country, but there's that. But yeah, no. So I'm actually kind of excited about that because I went and got my gun with the intentions of
Right.
getting my CWP, but then COVID hit, so I wasn't able to.
Right.
I couldn't do it. I mean, even now they're so booked up. Well, they were. Now with this new law, everybody's like, I don't need to. I'm not paying for
Yeah,
this.
what
I'll wait
what
another month or
why?
two. Yeah,
What's another month?
I don't go to Starbucks.
Who goes to Starbucks? What? You know what? I'm not spending
Oh,
$5 on a cup of coffee that I can get.
I'm sure. Yeah. Why does this guy need a gun? He don't need a gun. Look at him.
It's probably a good thing I don't have one.
But no, yeah, no, so I'll be able to open or conceal carry whenever I want. No permit needed. I'll be able to have it in my car. Chicken in every pot and swinging doors on every saloon. Hell yeah! I don't like chicken
That's the
though,
way to do it.
dude. Your guys' gun laws are stupid in New York, especially with as high as your
Oh,
crime rate is.
New York's just dumb in general.
Yeah, you guys are really doing something right over there with your gun laws and all that. How's that working out for you?
It's
Bad guys still have guns. Hmm.
yeah, that's that. Not to get political, but that's what cracks me up about people that are anti-gun. It's like we should take away the guns. Why? So only the criminals have them? No, because
Yeah.
there's an anti-gun law. They're criminals, asshole.
Yes, yes.
Oh
The
yeah.
the law abiding criminals will not have
Yeah,
guns.
exactly. They're like, oh yeah, sorry, I can't carry my gun. Oh darn.
Yeah, there's a. I mean, Ohio's the
Right, I'm
same way.
criminal.
A lot of people carry in Ohio, but it's going to be a lot more now.
I remember getting in trouble for carrying a gun to high school. Mainly because I was going hunting and I forgot it was in the back window of my truck.
We all had guns in
I
the
know.
back of our trucks. Nobody
I know.
got in trouble
I
for
think
it.
during deer season we weren't allowed to keep it on our truck, and we were because of school property, blah blah blah.
We
And
can.
some of us forgot. So at the end, some teacher would walk around the school going, "Hey Jeff, come here," and you
Yeah, we
come out of
can.
the classroom, your gun's in your truck. Oh shit, I forgot. And they just ask you, "Can you bring it to the office real quick?" Yeah, okay. So you walk through the school carrying a gun and drop it off at the office, name
Yeah, I was
tag,
just saying,
and pick it up at the end of the day. I'm like,
guys,
isn't that more dangerous?
guys always had their guns
I
in their
just
trucks.
lock my door.
The only rules that they had at the school was it had to be unloaded. It could be on the gun
Yeah.
rack in the back of your truck, but it had to be unloaded.
Well, that was the rule in general for on the road. Is like it couldn't be loaded.
Well,
Back then.
we both grew up in the country, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Chris, do you remember first day of deer season? How many people actually went to school?
none of them. It was a holiday. School was actually closed the first day.
Exactly. First day of deer season, they closed the school because nobody would fucking show up.
Yeah. Obviously, you can have exotic animals in Florida. That cat lady's down there.
Yeah.
And yes, you can have them in Ohio too, because we had a guy actually not too far from here, several years back, who had tigers and bears and
There was
lions.
a guy
Oh
right down from me.
my!
He had a bear.
And he had like a little zoo, about a half hour from me, maybe less, and he died. Well, his animals ate him, and then they proceeded to wander around Zanesville.
Yeah.
So they had to sheriff's deputy. County sheriffs and shit like that. They had to put all the animals down, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I mean, like
Um,
when you go into federal buildings and bars, any establishment that serves alcohol, stuff
you
like
do
that,
have to leave your car,
you have to leave your gun in the car. That's just a federal law. I mean, that's you can't.
which just cracks me up because it's like how hard is it for me to go to my car?
Yeah, but if an active shooter runs into the if you're at the post office and somebody runs in and starts shooting up the place, are you gonna be like again? Are you gonna be like time out,
No,
time out,
exactly.
Mr. Bad Guy, stop shooting. At least don't shoot at me. I gotta go to my car. I'll be right
Right
back.
back.
What's going on, Go? Pena's cat looks
Full
like
on.
it could possibly eat him. That fucking cat is huge. It looks like a fucking bobcat.
I watch a couple of guys on YouTube.
I do.
They're actually they live out in the middle of nowhere and they have a mouse problem. And they were talking about getting a bobcat. And I was like, nice. That'd be awesome. They're like,
Yeah,
because they live on a mountain. They built this house on a mountain, and they have it's not just mice. They have like snakes and they have like giant fucking not raccoons. I forget what they're called.
Look, I'm all for it. If you want to
critters.
have a tiger, if you want to have a lion, you want to have
I'm all for it.
a 20-foot boa constrictor, that's fine.
If you can
If
take care of it,
if it eats your baby, I don't care. If it eats your
Yeah,
arm
that's
off,
your own-
I
that's
don't
on you.
care. Take care of it and keep the sumbitch locked up, because if I'm walking down the street and I'm face to face with a fucking tiger, I'm shooting it.
I'm gonna shoot it.
If I'm face to face with a bear, I'm probably going to beat its brakes off, and then that's on you, because then I can tell Jeff and
It
Tony
depends on the
that I
bear,
fought a bear.
because-
Well, as long as it's a black bear.
Oh,
As long as it's a black bear.
yeah, because some of the the crazy thing is some of them bears, you can shoot them and they just keep coming.
Oh yeah, As long as it's a black bear. That's the only bear I want to fight. I don't want to fight a grizzly bear. They're too big and mean. I don't want to fight a polar bear because they're too big and
Did
mean.
you? Did I
I'll
sent you
fight a
that
panda.
video?
I'll fight a koala bear too. I'll put that on notice, Australia. When I come down there and beat the shit out of a kangaroo, I'll slap the shit
Them
out of
fucking things.
a
Them things.
koala as well.
Them things are fucking mean.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the Steve-O story about that? Steve-O
Yeah.
from Jackass. He's in Australia, and they're like, "Oh, we got a koala bear." And he's like, "Oh, cool, I want to see." And they hand him a pocket full, put it in his jean jacket pocket, full of eucalyptus leaves. And they say, "Whatever you do, don't stop feeding it." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, just continue to feed it." So he takes his pictures with it, and he's continually feeding this eucalyptus leaves. And he gets done. He's like, "Why do I keep feeding it?" It's because if you don't, it'll attack you. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
If
fat
you run
bastards.
out, he's like, "I only had like 30."
Yeah.
This thing was going through them like Skittles.
My problem is why are bears made so damn cute and cuddly if they're so damn dangerous?
Well, that's the manufacturer problem. Not
take it up with the manufacturer. Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Look,
man.
you made these pandas, bear. Look how adorable they are. I want to cuddle with it. There's some bitch trying to eat my face off.
Well,
Look,
I
I seen
heard
the
something.
commercial where you could drink Coke with a polar bear. I'm not a big Coke
Well,
fan,
speaking
but
of
I was
polar
gonna go have a
bears-
Coke and I lost my arm.
Speaking of polar bears, their fur is technically clear.
Mhm.
Which kind of blew my mind because I was like, so you telling me if they walk into the woods, they'll become brown bears? Or green?
I don't know.
I think
they're
it's more of an
chameleons.
absorbent thing, like absorbs the color of the snow.
I think it was before Steve-O, but but
Wow.
dude, that's some wild videos and some wild pictures. If you look up like videos of polar bears eating or pictures of just after they've eaten, they're
Dude, they
fucking
don't fuck around.
they're fucking covered in blood and shit. It's just like
Well, have
that
you
is
seen
wild.
how they find the seals? They
How they-
see like seals will bury themselves in the snow. Not seals. Not seals. I forget. Like muskrats or whatever they eat up there. And
Yes,
they'll
muskrats.
bury themselves. They'll bury themselves in the snow.
Shut up, Jay.
And the polar bears will walk around and see the little hole. Little
Your mom
breathing
has.
holes, and then pounce on the breathing hole.
Jesus.
And then all of a sudden it shoots out pink, and they're like, "Got one." It's fucked up.
I know they are very aggressive creatures. Yeah.
That's why people wonder why I keep my little happy ass in the house.
Well,
There's
I
animals
think,
out them doors.
I think you're safe. I don't think there's any polar bears in Mexico. I don't know if they vacation down to Cancun
Well,
or not.
That's not true. My wife went to Colombia on one of her trips, and she went over to where Escobar's house was. It's abandoned now and everything. It's like a tourist trap where you go by on a boat. But apparently, in that area, when Escobar was still alive and doing his thing, he built a zoo. And one of the things he had 6 hippos. And when he got captured and died and all that stuff, they escaped. So now they just kind of roam around and they're multiplying.
Yeah, but
So there's like 12 now.
a polar bear's not going to be able
So-
to survive in that environment. It's too hot.
Not necessarily.
What do you think they're? What do you
It's-
think they're? Why do you think they're? Why do you think that people are are complaining about the fucking global warming and stuff, and they're talking about polar bears because they can't survive in the warm climates. Hippos
I
are
can't-
mean as hell. Supposedly, I don't know.
Oh yeah, hippos are fucked up, man. But the funniest thing is when a hippo shits, it spins its tail around and shoots its shit everywhere. It cracks me up.
I don't even want to know why you know that.
As I saw it at a zoo in Mexico City, they had hippos, and this hippo took a shit, and their tail is only about like 4 inches long, and it just barely covers their ass.
Something
And as he's shitting, he's spinning his tail around.
Something makes me think if we were to look into your YouTube browser history, that would be on there multiple times.
Actually, I don't watch a whole lot of animal shit.
That's
I watch-
very rude.
You
What's ruder?
Speaking of YouTube-
What's ruder? The spinning shit toss or monkeys who take shits and then throw their shit at you?
and fling it at you, yeah. No, one of the things that fascinates me on YouTube
Oh, I bet
is
that was
is the
adorable. I love baby animals.
restoration, old thing restorations. Like they find like a candy press from like 1920, and it looks like shit, and then they completely redo it so it looks brand new.
Yeah.
And there's no talking. It's just music and him
Yeah.
working on it. Oh my
Shit puts you
god!
to
You want to
fucking
talk about
sleep is what that
satisfying?
does.
Yeah, it does. That and I watch a lot of. There's a couple guys they do. What are they called? God damn it! I can't like. I forget what it's called. Like they build miniatures.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, um, like it's. God damn it! What's it called? No, they're not bobbleheads. They're. It's like a scene, and they'll have like a model car that they made look.
Like a
You know,
diorama?
tiny- diorama. Thank you. That's what they're called. And there's a guy in Germany that does them, and he's extremely good. He'll make something look like it's been sitting for 40 years, but he just built it from brand new plastic,
Oh, yeah.
and it'll be like the zombie apocalypse
Oh,
scene.
yeah, I think I've seen some of that.
And he's really good. He 3D prints his own little pieces to add onto it.
We need nonsensical nonsense bobbleheads.
Yeah, that's what we need. That would be cool.
Yeah.
See, another reason. This is something I need to bring up with my wife. Another reason why I need a 3D printer. I want a 3D printer. I don't know why.
But you can't ship bobbleheads to the
They're
state
actually,
because one bobblehead would cost you
fuck you!
30
I'll keep
fucking.
it for myself.
Yeah, you're
I'll-
gonna have to. Yeah, whoa, we got bobbleheads. Jeff's making them, but here's the thing: each bobblehead costs $125,000. It's $25 for
No,
a
but what we
bobblehead.
can do, but what we can do is you take the CAD file
Hmm.
and sell just the CAD file, so they can go to someone that 3D prints them, and just plug in the file and print. It's like a every file that you print, it's not just like print me a bobblehead. No, you have to actually write a code.
Yeah.
You sell the code.
Ah. Anyways.
Wow, Jay, you got issues. But no, I would totally do the same. Tell me you wouldn't. Tell me you wouldn't.
We're
I
taking a
would
break.
literally
It's
print
time
one
to
and
go to
send
break.
it to you.
It is time for a break. I appreciate you guys hanging out for the first hour. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes. Got a little blacktop mojo for you. Fucking Jay. Well, we got a little blacktop mojo for you. If you don't know who blacktop mojo is, check them out on all social media and wherever you stream music at. And if you do know who blacktop mojo is, tell a friend. We'll be right back. As I said, little blacktop mojo with Where the Wind Blows.
Magnetic stare, electric eyes, yeah, they pull me away. She said I got you hypnotized, so come with me. Anywhere you wanna go. Anywhere the wind blows, always I am never alone. In the middle of the sunshine, watch through the starlight, any place or any time. I know it lips Always high and never low. In the middle of the sunshine, lost in the starlight. Any place or any time.
Oh, you sons of bitches.
Anywhere you wanna go, anywhere the wind blows. Always high and never low. In the middle of the sunshine, lost in the starlight. Any place or any time.
And welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far. I'm Glick, hanging out with Jeffrey. Tony D's not here tonight. That's all right. You got the OGs. We're gonna do a little throwback episode with just Jeff and I. We'll hold it down until Tony gets back. But if you're not already, go ahead and check us out on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Nonsensical Nonsense. Go give us a follow, give us a like, and give us a share if you'd be so kind. You can also join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night right here on Haps. If you don't have the app already, go download it. It's free. Give Nonsensical Nonsense a follow. You'll get the notification. You can come hang out in the chatters box and act like you don't have no sense like the rest of our chatters. But we love them anyways. You can also get every single episode of the podcast on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. All you got to do is search up Nonsensical Nonsense. Give us a listen. Give us a like there. And you can email us if you'd like at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com with anything you'd like to email us. Doesn't really matter. And we do have a merch store, ladies and gentlemen, at teespring.com/pod Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. That's a lot of words. Welcome back to the show. That was Blacktop Mojo with Where the Wind Blows. They're
That's a good song.
we like to say they're friends of the show, but they probably don't know who we are at this point.
I forget who I was telling about it last night. I was saying, you know, we are technically sponsored by a show, or by a band, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think they know who we are," but they gave us permission a long time ago, and they haven't told us not to stop. So
yeah, no. None of you guys have ever said anything offensive. We all have fun and joke around in here. Trust me, this is one of the very few, if not the only broadcast on Haps where you guys can come in here and we can act a fool. As long as you're not a racist prick and you don't bring your political agenda and you mildly treat people with respect. That's all we ask.
Agreed.
But before we get into before we jump into anything, Jeff, I seen something the other day. I seen a quote the other day that really kind of, I don't, it hit me. It hit me pretty hard.
Oh, gotcha.
Especially in the day and age that we live in.
Okay.
So, it says...
The text don't care about your feelings? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Fuck your feelings. That sounds awfully familiar. Who said that? Oh, yeah, I did.
I think a lot of people have repeated it.
Yeah.
I wish I would knew who originally said it. I'm sure you can Google it, but it's one of my favorite quotes.
Yeah, right. But it says, travel and tell no one. Live a true love story and tell no one. Live happily and tell no one. Because people ruin beautiful things.
Bet that. That's true.
And the reason that hit so close, and I said in the day and age that we live in,
Hey, Tony's back.
hey, they're all perfect. This is
Nice,
perfect that
perfect
he's
timing.
here. I don't know if you heard that or not, but I'll reiterate it if you didn't.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe.
Tony
What's
D
up?
in the house.
I want to know who said what and what the hell was going on. All I want to know is you said, now try to get my text.
Hey, get out!
Go to timeout.
Tony, when you get home, let us know because
No, I put him in timeout.
I know you did, but
I'm going to
we
fuck
can
you up.
barely hear you.
Smoke another dick. What'd you say? Coming here talking all that
Tony,
bullshit.
are those fucking CDs? What is it,
Yes,
1992?
they are fucking CDs.
Yeah, see who has
Jesus
CDs
Christ.
anymore?
Together. You see this? I make mixed CDs, God damn it. I do this shit.
Damn, how
alright?
old
That's
are
how
you
long it's
again?
been, mother. You see
1998
this?
called. They want their
Yeah,
CDs back.
Oh, shit.
whatever. Whatever. What I've been missing though? I'm actually an hour
Oh,
early because I thought I was going to be out past this point. So
Oh, nice.
right.
we're actually going to try to find. Yeah, because them numbers on the tax returns ain't looking right. So we had to go look at that shit.
You didn't miss
Oh,
anything.
no, I totally
Jeff was
understand.
talking all kinds of crazy shit about you.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
Well,
I
I don't
was
know if
I
you
was
saw it,
defending.
Tony,
I
but
think
uh,
now for the record, earlier on
yeah.
the broadcast I was on, everybody was like they can't see the chat. As of right now, I cannot see the chat on my phone.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Really?
I cannot
I was
see anybody in the chat on my phone.
Huh?
Huh.
Nobody said anything about that because they've been chatting away. John's been in here.
Fucking
Jay's
believable.
in
But all
here.
right, I'm heading.
OG was in here. Sadie's been in here. So
Classic was
How,
good. Sadie was good. Don was good.
Jay?
Jay was good. Um,
I think Kevin was in
what
here
I've been
earlier.
missing, I know was second. Who was?
How far
Kevin,
are you
not
away from
much.
home, sir?
About 10, 15 minutes. I can be watching while I drive. So if it cuts out, I'll just be sitting here watching.
Yeah, not much. We were just kind of rambling and bullshitting around. We were busting your chops because you weren't here, and then I was making fun of Jeff because he had to take a phone call, so I was just left to my own devices. But I had something when we were coming back from break that I just read, and it's kind of
Oh,
cool
yeah.
that you're here because I'd like to get you to weigh in on it. But it's a quote that I seen the other day, and I apologize for anybody who heard me already say it, but I'll say it again. And it really kind of hit for me. It says, "Travel and tell no one, live a true love story and tell no one, live happily and tell no one. People ruin beautiful things." And as I
I
was saying,
100% agree with it.
That's
and,
true.
and, and what I was saying with that, and I think one of the reasons that it really hit me, it hit me so not in a negative way, in a positive way,
Yeah.
because the day and age that we live in, everybody's so consumed with social media and having a social media presence that they portray a fake image of who they are. I seen the other day. I was just scrolling through, and somebody posted something, and they're like out here acting like a whole nother person. Yeah, you're
Right.
acting. You're acting on social media, or
Well,
you know,
well, you
or
know,
or,
you
or
see
That's
these
your cup.
people, you see these people on Instagram and Facebook, and you're like, wow, they got a great life. But what you don't see is the struggle and the
yeah,
grind that they put in the behind the scenes.
or yeah, they
And
they
let me tell you this. That what you just read, let that be a focus of anybody's relationship more
No,
than
exactly, and
anything
that's
else.
where
More than
I was going with it, and that's where I was going to go with that. People, some a lot today, people they base their relationships and shit off of social media
Right.
likes and views and stuff like that. Now, me, I'm very rarely on social media. I'm on social media for the podcast, but it's generally podcast related stuff. My
Right.
personal pages, I might every once in a while put something up there. I you know, but most of my Facebook, most of it is either podcast related or sports related. But you got
Well,
people
yeah,
that live that they
yeah.
put
yes.
all their business out on social media, and then they want to get mad when
When
you
people
know
bitch about it.
when some dude slides in their girl's DM or some guy or some girl slides in there. Well, you're putting him out there like he's this great human being, but at the end of the day, you know, he or she turned out to be a scumbag because you're
Their
saying all
answer
these,
said DMs.
yeah, or you're portraying like, oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, and then you meet somebody in real life, and it's like, I
They're
thought you
borrowing
was
money
doing
from
all these,
dads.
yeah, I thought you was doing all these big things, so
Well,
you know,
didn't a celebrity just recently get busted for talking about how they had a private plane and turns out they rented it
That was
and
years ago.
they
That
were
was
claiming it was theirs.
oh yeah,
that was Bow Wow. Yeah, I remember that.
oh
Right.
shit,
That was
Yeah,
y'all's
Bow
fault.
Wow was sitting there talking shit like I got my own private plane. Apparently, turns out he rented
Yeah.
it for like 4 hours just to take
but
pictures.
yeah, like with that being said, man, you people, if you guys are listening to this, I know we're not very rarely are we ever serious, but you don't have to live your life through social media. Not everybody has to. Who gives a damn what somebody
This
thinks
is their
about
life.
I
you? Yeah.
only
This is
post.
their life.
I only. Well, yeah, but like I only post memes, the podcast shit, and on my TikTok, I try to be funny. That's it. I don't get serious
Yeah.
on anything.
But I mean, and it really does affect relationships too in another way because if you're dating somebody and they spend all their time on social media, and there's so many
Yeah.
platforms, it's hard to trust that person.
Well, no, but it's not only
So,
that. It's like
what it is, it's hard if you're acting on social media. Broadcasting is one thing. Acting on it is another. We
right,
broadcast a lot during the week.
You broadcast a lot
We're
during the
not
week.
doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
right. No, but I mean, like
I
it's
broadcast
also
during the
hard to
week.
have a relationship in the back of somebody's phone.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You
what
know,
I'm saying.
if they're sitting there doing this all the time, and you're like, hey,
What's
I'm
so
asking
crazy
you a
is that
fucking
some
question.
people
What do you
don't know
want to
how
eat?
act face-to-face with nobody. Yeah, some people don't know how to act face to face with nobody. That's why they appeal to them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just being
like,
real.
but
Some people
my
don't
my
know
wife
how
and I
to
have a
deal with
rule.
it.
If we're sitting down somewhere, it's one thing if we're on TV and we're scrolling through TikTok or scrolling through Instagram or whatever. But if we're out at a restaurant, phones get put away. Period, and it's family time.
Well,
No,
you
and
know
that's
what?
how.
People
That's
get
Now it's
for
one thing if you get a
hours.
phone call.
Yeah, I saw
Like,
people on social media a lot more than when I ever started, so I don't have a problem with it. That knew me from before I ever started. People were on social media. They was on Facebook and MySpace trying to find people and shit. I wasn't doing it. I thought it was ridiculous. I never wanted to get on social media, but I've had a boss up in here. I've had a boss
right.
up in here.
you can have fun and you can enjoy social media without becoming addicted and living on it. You know what I mean? And
Well, I mean,
and I do
think
the
that's
same.
the problem with social media is it does become addictive
Okay.
Yes.
And I
because
mean, I do the same thing.
instant access to anything.
Yeah, and I do the same thing like you said, Jeff. When Jody and I are together, I'm very rarely on my phone. I put podcast stuff to the side outside of doing the actual show. Cameron got mad at me one of the last times I went down there. He was like, damn, my bad, dude. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. I'm like, bro, I told you I'm in Cincinnati all weekend. I'm not fucking talking to your goofy ass. He's like,
No,
oh,
but I
my
mean,
bad, dude. He's like, my bad,
and
dude.
that's necessarily not his fault because we don't follow every step of what you're doing. But
Yes, you do.
if
All of you
you
do.
can't
You
get
all worship the
fucking-
ground I walk on. You have altars
there's a
made to me.
stretch.
You have
That's a
altars made of
But
me.
it's like you if somebody doesn't answer you, if somebody doesn't answer your DM or somebody doesn't answer your post that you put on or like it and all that shit, you can't be mad at that person because you don't know what the fuck's going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why like if my videos I try to do like 3 TikToks a week just to kind of stay relevant because I'll see something I'm like, oh, I got to comment for that. But if it gets 3 views, hey, I'm happy. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it gets views or not.
Yeah,
I don't
you-
care how many
you-
followers I have.
You cannot live a life on social media, and I was guilty of that at one point in time. I was guilty of that. I was always on social media. I was always, when back in the day when I was doing Periscope. That's why I said when I came home, that's where my whole Sunday thing came from.
Yeah.
I don't do anything on Sundays, because I was always doing something with the Periscope, something on the social media, something with this, something with that, and it's just like I can't do this shit. But and then people want to people, you know, you put all your business on social media, but then you want to get mad at motherfuckers because then they want to chime in and say something. Mind your
Well, you
business.
know, well,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, you put all your business on your
yeah,
public
exactly.
profile
Well, you know,
for
I did
attention,
see
and now you're
something
getting attention,
interesting.
so deal with it.
Speaking of that, I did see something interesting. You know, the loneliest people, in my opinion, this is my opinion,
Have the most
but
shit to
I
say. I said it.
no, but the loneliest people on YouTube are people that are huge. Like, you know, that Mr. Beast guy. I guarantee you that dude doesn't have 2 seconds to himself ever,
Oh no.
because they like everything. He puts up a video every day or so, um, and you got to keep up with it. And I can't. That's why, like, I tried to do a YouTube channel. We all know this, and it was just like, oh fuck, it's way too much work. I got bigger fish to fry than worried about how many people saw my video.
I'm almost up. I'm almost higher than you.
That's great.
Yeah, no, I just, you know, I do the podcast stuff. That's about the extent of the social media I do. I'll make random posts here and there. But, you know, a lot of what I do is all podcast related. So, I mean, but, I mean, you get, I seen that the other day and I was like, damn, there's a lot of people that can learn a valuable lesson from that. Because, you know, it ain't no joke because jealous, petty ass people like to ruin good things for no
Oh,
reason
yeah.
other than the fact that they just have nothing better to do with their life than just to shit on other people's happiness.
People who don't have themselves together have the most opinion against people's shit. And I say against
Yep.
on purpose. You can comment on anybody's broadcast. You can conversation with anybody. But if all you want to do is shit on them, shoot them down, or call them out, your ass got some negativity issues. I'm serious. And
Well,
I've
you
always
know,
been like,
there's a lot of people out there drinking that haterade. That
they inhaling that shit. They
Yeah.
over addicted on that shit.
and it's like, you know what? I see it. I probably I would easily say I've watched over 10,000 hours of YouTube, and I might have commented once.
That is insane. That's insane, Jeff.
No, since the beginning of YouTube.
That's still a lot of fucking YouTube. But I watched a lot myself. So.
But you know, I can put YouTube up in the background while I'm cleaning the house, and that's like
Yeah, I can put it
3
on.
hours right there. You know, so it's like,
I'll
you
get
know.
you back now. Sit there and
That
inform
that
me.
number of 10,000 hours. It's not like I'm sitting in front of my computer going, But you know, I mean, my kids watch. They don't use anything else but YouTube, and occasionally they'll watch something on Netflix or something. But they 90% of the time they're watching the people they like on YouTube. So, you know, 10,000 hours on YouTube ain't shit, really.
Over the time that it's been on, I give you that. There's still a lot of YouTube, but you watch a lot of informative shit. You
Right.
like to scroll on the stupid videos. That's different.
Right, exactly. I don't watch just random shit. I watch, you know, I'll watch car shit. I'll watch, you know, the restoration shit. You know, I've literally, when my remote broke and I couldn't turn off, if I turned off the TV, I couldn't turn the fucker back on while I was waiting my new remote to come. I left the TV on and I'd leave YouTube play a 24-hour video of night sky.
Okay,
Do you not have a power button on your fucking TV?
No, well, the power button broke on my new TV. So, like, we had to wait 3 days for a new remote to come in via
That's your man.
what's his face.
That's your man.
So we just kind of left it on, and at night, so it wasn't a bright shit going on.
How the fuck do you break your power button on a new TV and your remote all at the
Now here's the thing: the TV, we bought that big ass fuck off TV, and it's got one button.
Yeah.
And if
load
you
'em up.
push too hard on said button, it's not actually the button. It's like the control panel for the button is up in the TV. It's just a little plastic piece that flexes,
I just want to let people
and
know.
the kids broke it.
Let me just let people know that broadcasters suck. I want you all to know that I've been back into
2 seconds.
and I haven't stopped the broadcast
I'm
yet.
gonna go kill some kids.
Y'all out there suck when it comes to broadcasting. I'm the fucking man. Let me let you know.
I wish I heard what you said, but I couldn't because Jeff's kids are screaming like a bunch of wild banshees. All I heard was broadcasting sucks and you're the man or something like that.
Broadcasters suck. I just drove home, back into the garage, closed the garage, walked in the house with a handful of stuff in my hands, and I'm still able to broadcast. And I didn't drop a signal at all. Uh-oh, mad children in the
Super for
background.
you.
All right, you better go.
Yeah, I gotta go deal with it. I'll be right.
Go ahead. We'll be right here.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah,
say. Well, I
I'm
mean,
here now.
I guess area, whatever, when people are dropping in and out when they're broadcasting from their car, you had a couple little hiccups, but nothing major, nothing crazy. But
That is a sick. Yes, it's a signal
um,
issue.
like I don't do it because I know I go through a couple dead spots on my way home from work, so I'm not gonna get on there and dick around with it. But also you have people that have no actual content that broadcast. What's going on, Cam? So then you have that issue as well. It's like
Cam for
you have,
jumping on Facebook. Big
you
up
have
to
no
Cam for jumping
fuck.
on Facebook with everybody when I put my post.
What's that?
That was good shit. I said big up to Cam for jumping on Facebook after I put the post up there.
No, we don't start until
Yeah.
we start at 6 on Wednesdays and we end at 9 on Wednesdays. Saturdays we start
Yeah.
at 8 and Mondays we start at 6 as well. We just finish at 8 on Monday. I don't know
Yeah,
why it
Mondays
matters.
is good.
I don't know what makes the difference between a Monday and a Wednesday. I was like, hey, we're only gonna do 2 hours because I
Well,
gotta get up early for
Monday
work.
we don't have anything really scheduled or
Nah.
uh,
Well, plus Tony
but
and I want to watch wrestling, so.
yeah, exactly. Now that Tony's here, Tony, I like that gate, by the way. Um, oh my God, I'm
Chloroform, Jeff. It
We
works
don't
wonders.
talk about Bruno.
Chloroform and duct tape.
yeah. Well, they say silence is
Ask-
golden, but duct tape is silver. I'll be right back.
Hey, what took you so long, Kevin? It's 420 day. How are you just now stoned? Should have been stoned all day, man. Get with the program.
Remember to tell us. You probably just remember to tell us.
Hey, well, I wished all of our stoner friends happy 420 day at the beginning of the show.
Look, I'm about to change devices, all right?
All right, switch over. I'll bring you up on the other one. Shit's strong here. It's legalized out there where you are, isn't it, Kevin? Or is it not legalized yet?
I'm here, damn it.
Well,
I've been here,
since
damn it.
yeah, no shit. I like that chandelier, by the way. Um, since you are here, Chris, do you want to go in and kill that extended of the starting?
I have nothing ready for it because I knew Tony wasn't going to be here, so I planned on extending it.
Ah,
So I
so you got
mean,
lazy on us. No, I
no,
understand.
I didn't get lazy, but yes, I got lazy. I was doing other shit on the podcast for the
No,
podcast
I
today,
understand.
like posting
Uh,
Monday's episode, working on
Tony, I don't know if you
sponsorship
heard,
deals.
but for Saturday, we're doing the one you talked about,
Okay.
the that actor.
Okay.
But we're gonna keep it at 5, and you'll read your list off on Saturday, but then you need to submit a picture for each.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, you're
See,
gonna
look,
yeah.
we're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
I have to figure out how to actually post it, but I'll add a picture for each, and
Shady
I'll
was
add a
good.
picture with name underneath.
Jay Weasel was good. Classic was good. John Armour, Kev
It's
Vasquez, Coachy Poo. I'm just scrolling back through the comments. My bad.
gee, Jeff. What I would recommend
Yeah.
instead of using your format that you usually
Yeah, I'll have to use a
use,
different one.
there's an app that you can download. It is what the hell is it
Send me
called?
a link.
Was good.
Send me a link. I'll see if I can get a Chrome extension for it.
Big ups to Cam.
I think it's
So
just
you're
called.
not gonna do the you're not gonna post the results tonight.
No, well, he doesn't have them ready because he was posting new shows.
Well,
Which is
I knew
understandable.
you said you weren't going to be here, so
I didn't
I
think I was.
I focused on some other stuff today.
I see count them now.
Um,
I'll get on Facebook and Twitter right now.
Yeah, you know what? While Chris, why don't you count them up while I ask Tony about that?
How about you not bring
topic
that
we've
back up
discussed.
again? How about we not bring that back up? I don't
I'd
think.
love to hear Tony's. I would love to hear Tony's.
Yeah, you can.
On what?
Opinion.
You can get Tony's opinion off the show. We already brought it up, and
Check your
it's-
Facebook
it's
chat.
it's already.
I sent you the video.
There's the if you download that app and you take screenshots off of your, and I would recommend using your phone of these people.
Yeah, I'll probably
You can put them into a layout form,
Okay, yeah.
and then you should be able to shrink them down and put it all into like one picture. I don't know. You should be able to play with it and figure it out. I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a very difficult list.
Oh yeah,
to
I have
post.
that. I have that.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
going to be a very difficult list to post, because unfortunately with that guy or that girl, for instance, you can use male or
Yeah.
female. A lot of times you don't recognize their names. You just recognize their face.
Well, that's the problem is you don't recognize their name because they're that guy. You know, I think. So yeah, we'll definitely have to. We'll read the names off as we pick them, and you guys send me pictures of your picks,
Yeah.
and we'll I'll build the list. I'll figure out something.
I mean, I know who won this week as of today.
What's up, Devin?
I just don't know the numbers.
Well, that's fine. We don't really need.
How much of
So-
a difference was it?
Was it by a lot?
The Chowder's box was kind of a blowout. Ours was, it was close-ish. Not
I have
really.
a funny story about it. So I tried to get smart, and I posted the list. I shared the
Hey,
list with a group that is that are fans of certain movies that I picked, and they fucking picked Chris. I was like, "Are you fucking serious? I picked the movie that's your fan club of, you fucking asshole." And they ended up picking Chris. I was like, really?
You only
I
have
put it
one
on the
to
Big
tell.
Lebowski fan club list. and they're like, Chris. And I was like, motherfucker, I have the Big Lebowski. I mean, come on, that was an easy one. That was a fucking layup, motherfucker.
Yeah.
To put it in sports terms.
I put it in the Scooby Doo fan club thing. one guy was like, "Fuck all of you, because where's Scooby at?" he's like, "Fuck all of you, but where's Scooby at?" Hell of a list, by the way, Click.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, I put it on the Bill and Ted list. I put it on Bill and Ted website. It got
So
denied.
you tried to sway.
No, well,
folks.
no. I figured, I'm.
Just
might
like,
get
just
a
like,
couple
okay,
votes.
just like I'm gonna start following the fan
But
pages
like
for the movies I picked.
No, that's not true because I actually put it on some of the ones Tony had, like Tony had Die Hard, and I put it on the Die Hard list,
Yeah.
and nobody voted. One of the ones you picked, I think you had, what was it? You had the Nick Cage film. I put it on there, and nobody voted. I put it on the Dirty Dancing fan club. Nobody voted. So it was like, yes, I put it on like the Bill and Ted. I put it on the Big Lebowski. I put it on the Brandon Fraser fan club. I put it on a couple of different fan clubs. I put it on the Eddie Murphy fan club, and nobody voted except for one person on the Big Lebowski fan club, and they voted for Chris. And I was like, really, motherfucker? You're in a fan club, voting in the fan club chat, and you didn't even pick the movie that you're a fan club of. What an asshole!
What a jackass!
And he didn't even say what pulled him. He didn't say, oh, it was because of he had Dirty Dancing or because he had this. He just put Glig. I was like, Chris, are you in this fan club?
No.
Chicken.
No.
Have make chicken.
It's nice that you can share the poll, but you can't share the goddamn podcast.
No, I did share the podcast. I shared it to a bunch of fucking places. Maybe not the newest post, but the last time. The newest post, I've been so busy this week. It's crazy.
Yeah, last week.
Last week when you posted 3 or 4 episodes at once, I shared that out to everything.
Yeah. Don't worry, Tony's just as fucking guilty of it as well.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I put on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
There you go.
I'm talking about the show.
I
The
did.
show.
That's what he's talking about.
Share it. Share the show. The Spotify link.
Oh no, I didn't put the link out there. No.
Yeah, because I post the Spotify link into our Facebook page
Right.
every week, and then I post
I
it,
send it to. So
and I post it onto Twitter as well. So
But I literally have apparently my mom sent me a message. Apparently, do you remember a while back I told you my old third grade teacher? I talked to her. She's like, "Oh, you guys got a show? Cool." I sent her a link. She's not a fan. She's like, "We're too dirty." You're 86. I get it.
we've calmed down quite a bit.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't see anything on the Facebook or the Instagram or the Twitter except for my vote.
What?
I was looking trying
Oh,
to
he
see.
was,
what
he was
votes
looking
were.
to see if there are any more votes on the links he posted.
I put it into so many different. I shared it out to so many different things. Just
Yeah, you almost have to, and the problem is, like, I posted those different links, like I said, the different fan clubs, and it doesn't automatically send them back to our main page. They just
no,
comment on
it's
the link.
yeah,
And I
it's
was
on
like,
those.
Damn it.
It's on those
So-
links.
So I've
yeah.
gotten notifications for those, like that they've been approved or disapproved, and then the one vote, and I was like, really, one vote?
So I mean,
Some
it
are
cre-
like
it,
different
it,
places.
it creates a lot more work for me when I'm tallying up the votes because I usually put the link to our Facebook page in there, but not everybody goes to the Facebook page and votes. But I put both lists in there as one post,
Right.
and but so it does create a lot more work. That's why I said I know just by keeping an eye on it who's in the lead and everything like that.
Right.
But as far as exact numbers go, I don't know. So
Yeah, it's. Unfortunately, there's no way to just kind of put it. Hey, what's up, Jay? There's no place to put it where everything shows up in one place.
no, not unfortunately.
Weasel.
So if you want to go ahead and announce the winner, we can just get it over with.
Yeah, we got everything. Kevin, he's blowing up.
No, Jay. There. Fixed. That's how my day is.
We do not. We have a website, but some genius who likes to rush everything and not put any thought process into anything. You can only go to the website if he sends
No,
you the
here's
link.
the problem. Here's the problem.
He
Wait,
seems like
hold
a
on,
damn
hold on,
outdoor
hold on.
cat.
That's what he told him
Yes,
earlier.
exactly.
He was like Glick's hair and beard always looks so coaffed and brushed and calm and nice. And he's like, and then you have Jeff.
That's
Jeff
'cause
looks
by
like
the
an
end of
outdoor
the
cat,
day-
and Glick looks like an indoor cat.
That's because at the end of the day, I've been sitting in front of this computer since 8 o'clock this morning, and I don't have time to right before the show, because I usually, like today, I finished 2 minutes before I got the notification, because I was like, oh, I got a few minutes, and I'm gonna jump in the shower, and then I got the notification. I said, oh, guess not. So yeah. Damn it, I lost my train of thought. I was talking about something. Oh, the website. The thing is like, the Google Sites, I was led to believe that it gives you your own domain, and it does, but it starts with Google Sites Nonsensical Network is the link. I saved it. So
Where are our lists? There they are.
if you go to Google Sites Nonsensical Network,
Villanova's neutral tires. Pull up with the news, sorry.
I could
Google
say some
Sites,
gross things,
nonsensical
but I have given a lot of extreme laughs here, and way before on Periscope during the worst of times. Those were special days.
You're a special guy.
I need gazelle glasses. What the hell are gazel? Gazelle glass? What the hell are those?
Gazelle. Holy shit, he said Gazel.
I don't know what the fuck it is. Coming
He
from
said
Jay, you never
gazel.
know.
Gazel.
Is that a gay angel?
No, Gazelle glasses are like Gazelle, like what DMC used to wear.
Yeah, I don't think I can pull those off, Jay.
No, no.
Jay special ed. speaking of Jay's uncle, I, I posted I posted the newest episode of the podcast into the Newark Glory Hole, and you know like how some groups you have to put like a headline or whatever. Yeah, you have to title it or some shit like that.
Uh huh.
Yeah, you got to
Jay-
put an enter the just
Some of
automatic.
you are freezing up. Jeff, that's you. Close your windows.
Sorry. No,
But,
I did. I was bringing up the website.
But since Jay was talking about his uncle, what I put for the Newark Glory Hole, for it was like, go listen to the show. It's kind of like getting touched by your Boy Scout leader. You know it's wrong, but it feels so right.
And you wanted to share that shit out. Right.
You did. That's the problem.
No,
Jesus Christ.
because it's Newark Glory Hole. So
Also,
a lot
I
of the
heard
shit,
glory
Right.
part. I was
yeah,
trying
a
to
lot
get
of the.
glory part.
You got to understand. You got to understand, Tony. Here's the problem with Newark: is I would say what if over 60% meth heads.
I wouldn't say it's that bad, but Newark for a long time Newark was
Yeah,
not
because you know it.
was not the greatest place to be. It was kind of run down. It was a poor town or whatever. I mean, it's come a long ways. You have your bad side, and you know, where you know the end of town I live in is really nice and quiet and stuff like that. But so the Newark Glory Hole page is just a page. People put fucked up memes up in there, but there are also a lot of things in there making fun of Newark. So
Yeah.
so sometimes the admins will let us in. There's a few, like there's people in that page that like the show, but there's one or two admins that have a problem
Just-
with me
yeah.
personally. We know each other, so they don't approve the
Yeah, which is
post all
funny.
the time.
They approve you. They don't approve yours all the time, but they'll approve mine.
Like I said, there's one or two admins in there that I've known for years, and they don't like me.
Yeah. So like if Chris posts there, I post there as well, just in case his gets kicked out. But mine always seem to go through.
So sometimes you disguise it with a real fucked up headline. They don't look at where it comes from. They just read that headline and they're like, "Oh, okay, this belongs here." So I thought that was a good one. I came up with it off the top of my head
That
when
is
I was
good. I like
posting
that.
shit. Like the Scooby one, I always put a Scooby reference in the headline.
Right.
Like this week, I was like, "Hey, all right, grab your Scooby snacks and your bestest pal and tune in for a brand new episode or whatever," because that's what Shag always told Scoob. He was his
Right.
bestest pal.
Of course.
And I've done other Scooby references. But
Would you listen for a Scooby snack?
that's a good one. I'll use that next.
There you go. If you listen, I'll give you a Scooby snack.
I had our list pulled up and then I just lost
No,
it. Here
this
we go.
one is I got this because my wife likes Dragon Ball.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that, Tony.
No,
Nerd.
I'm not a Dragon Ball Z Powerball Bakugan Beyblade fan.
I'm not.
So
I'm
do you
not-
so,
I don't
so
get
do you,
anime.
do you guys want to go ahead and just announce the winners, or do you want to wait
Sure,
until
why
Saturday?
not?
That's what everybody's waiting on.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go for it.
All right, well, I got the list here. I got the Chatter's box list. We'll start with them. Like I said, I don't have the exact numbers, but I don't have any of the numbers, to be honest with you. But I do know who was in the lead. Sam got a
I think I
list
know who's
in.
in the league.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Corpse Bride, Sweeney Todd, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Harry Potter. Jody got her list in with A Beautiful Mind, Skyfall, The Dark Knight, Gladiator, and Toy Story. Sadie got her list in. I wish I could zoom in on these, trying to read it. It's so small. A Walk to Remember, Uptown Girl, Superbad, Happy Gilmore, and Bridesmaids. And DJ got another list in this week. And he had Friday, Step Brothers, Gladiator, Top Gun, White Chicks, and Waterboy.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
he got me with Waterboy.
DJ had me, and nothing against
He had
anybody
me with
else. It was
Friday and
DJ, then
Waterboy.
Jody, and then Sadie. As far as my rankings from what I was seeing, and that's only because I knew most of those movies. So nothing against anybody out there, but DJ had one of the best lists to me.
No, DJ,
Yeah.
DJ absolutely brought it this week. Um, and I will hold on a second. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
Let them keep voting shit.
I'm pretty sure DJ kind of ran away with it this week, didn't he?
That's what I was
Um, so just based. Hold on a second. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm making
while
a
you're
movie
doing that,
later on. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna go ahead and start reading off ours.
Sure.
Well, don't do that until I get
Okay.
done doing what I'm
Well,
doing.
okay. While you're figuring that out, Tony, did you see the thing what I sent in the Facebook Messenger?
No, I did not. I saw the title, but I didn't watch
Okay.
it. Go ahead and talk to me about it.
Okay, so, and Chris and I talked about this earlier, but I wanted to get your opinion.
I literally said, "Don't bring this up again." And I tell you to talk amongst yourselves, and you're going to bring
Well,
it up
we're
again.
talking amongst ourselves. We're going to talk amongst
You're
ourselves.
going to bring it up again after I said, "Do not bring it up again." You're going to bring it up.
Of course, I'm going to bring it up because I want.
That's my
if this-
warning.
I wanted
That's
to
the
bring it
warning. I
up.
appreciate it. That's
No,
the
but
warning.
it's
I
not
appreciate
even.
it.
It's not even a warning. The thing is like a black man was accused of wearing blackface while he was DJing a party.
What?
He was DJing a party, a '70s style party, and some Karens wrote a letter to the school or whatever and said, "Oh, the DJ was wearing blackface," but they didn't realize he was black. And I thought that was hilarious
Why?
because they're bored, is what Chris and I determined.
Because fucking people are stupid.
Yeah, they're just dumb. But yeah, watch that video I sent. Like, you could totally tell this dude is. I mean, he looks like you. You and him could be almost twins.
He told you don't bring this up, didn't he?
He looks
No,
nothing
we
like.
actually brought.
He looks
no,
nothing
no, no,
like.
no,
Tony.
no. Okay. Let me put that in context.
Look at
He's
Glick.
got his skin tone is not overly dark. He doesn't look like Flavor. He's got the skin tone of Tony.
Hey, Glick. Glick. You fucker. First of all, why in the hell would you wear a blackface as a DJ at a 70s
Well, he didn't. That's the thing. It was a '70s party.
Because it was a black guy and they thought he had a blackface?
Exactly.
Throw both
That's
these
the
stupid
point.
asses in jail. Fuck them. Next.
Exactly. But he had on a afro wig, sunglasses, bell bottoms, and roller skates, and they assumed that he was in blackface.
That's what everybody gets for watching Tropic Thunder so many times.
But
That's what motherfuckers get for not being out the house.
yeah,
I could
see,
damn
that's
near
why
blame
people-
that on COVID and pandemic fatigue. But other than that, y'all are fucking ridiculous.
But this happened like over the weekend.
Unless he
or something
sounded
like
like old boy on Get Out when his body was possessed by somebody else's brain with that proper English. I'm not
that. Unless he
trying to-
sounded like me.
He sounded like you. They should have called it in.
Exactly. Like that dude sounds white. Well,
Jesus freaking Christ.
but like I showed Chris this picture. This is the picture of his Instagram.
Get ready to be blown away, Tony, because he looks exactly like you. You guys could be
No, but
twin
I mean,
brothers. Look at
He's
that,
got
Tony.
the same skin
Fucking
tone
Dumbass.
as Tony. It's he's not overly dark. He's not overly light. He is a black man, and it is unfathomable that you would mistake him for a white guy or another race in blackface. What do I
I
know?
don't
All
make this
white guys
shit
look
up,
alike.
ladies and gentlemen. I do not make this shit up.
They all look alike. So anyway.
and you want me to share this shit out with everybody on my Facebook, do you really want the comments that are posted? My people will let your asses up. You think, look, spoiler alert, OG Classic has been nice. Spoiler alert, OG Classic has been nice.
Now, I say that just to rile up Tony, but,
Yeah, you riled Tony up. I told you not to fucking bring it up again, and you're like, I'm
I
gonna
see
do
that.
whatever I like.
I see that.
Racism's funny because I'm a racist too.
I didn't say it was funny. I said it's funny how people are so stupid.
Why don't you
They
just
can't
drop the
Didn't say
N-word?
research
how
for it.
people so stupid. But here's my fucking thing. Why in the fuck, if you didn't have any proof, if you didn't see no paint dripping off their face, if you knew the person better than what you saw, why would you call the cops?
Exactly.
I would think you would need a little bit more motherfucking proof than a DJ at a party where the lights on or off.
I have no idea. Well, it looked like the lights were on because he literally did an Instagram story of him rolling around the gym on his roller skates with his camera on him. Doing one of these. And I was like, doesn't even look like he's remotely in blackface.
So, anyways, I just did a real quick calculation of numbers off of Facebook, our Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter for the list.
I'm just making Chris's headache a little bit
You look
deeper.
like Steve Harvey trying to deal with J. Anthony Brown in the morning. And
So much shit going on in the world today.
Dude, did you
so much
see that
shit
clip
going
of
on.
Steve Harvey?
So many,
Holy shit.
so
Holy
many
shit.
things
I
he could have
saw
talked
Steve-
about. He could have taken 2 minutes and talked about a fucking car. But no, he does the one
Speaking
thing
of
I tell
Steve
him not to
Harvey,
fucking do.
did
Don't
you
bring it up
see-
again.
Did
Wait,
you
wait.
see
We're tired of him
the
breaking
Steve
talking
Harvey
about
clip
cars.
he's doing
That's why I
Family
let him do
Feud?
it.
He's doing it. He asked these folks, he says, what's the creepiest thing on a man? And, it's the quick buzzer thing. This lady hits it, and she's like, a mustache, Steve! And Steve just looks at her like, bitch! Because Steve known for his mustache. And he's just like,
Motherfucker known for not being able to pronounce certain words.
So,
what's
as far as the chatters
Harvey?
box,
I'm gonna show. Yeah, I'm gonna show. I'll tell you afterwards. Go
Okay.
ahead, Glick. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
as far as the chatters box goes, yes, this week DJ came to the barbecue and he wanted all that fucking smoke, and he got it all.
Nice.
DJ takes the win
Big
with
up
his
DJ.
first victory. I don't think he'll hear this. Hopefully Jody will tell him. But yeah, he snagged himself the old W this week.
Yeah, Joe, DJ, big ups. Hey, Mrs. Officer.
Wee. She's working right now, so
You listening?
no, unfortunately she's not. She's actually working. She's working a 420 event down there.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast to clear her mind while she's looking around.
Yeah, right. But
Come home dizzy.
DJ, no, it's still illegal in Ohio. You can't. It's just
Yeah.
they're
Okay,
just
so
doing a
she's
celebration.
probably busted somebody right now.
No, they're just doing a 420 celebration downtown.
Oh, okay.
You can't smoke. They're like
Yeah, but I guarantee you some assholes out
CBDs and
there
stuff
going,
like that, and just I'm sure. But DJ had 6 votes. Sam had 3 votes. Jody had 2, and Sadie had 1.
Well, that's good. Everybody got at least one vote.
Yeah. Our list this week.
I got it right here. So Tony had Transformers, the animated from 1986.
You've talked enough. Shut up.
He had Top Gun, Die Hard, Patriot Games, Beverly Hills Cop 1, Beverly Hills Cop 2, Mummy Returns, Blade 1, Blade 2, and Black Panther. Chris had Warriors, come out and play.
Hey, bastard.
Con Air, Footloose, Roadhouse, Lost Boys, Aladdin, animated. I made sure I put that. Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
I think you had to specify, much like with the
I
sequels,
because
because even a couple people ask what's Sam's
Which
list?
Harry Potter?
Which Harry Potter? And it wasn't just from Shane. It got Harry Potter and Friday the 13th were both
Right.
2 that were asked which one? And I was like, we're just
Right.
Which one? You damn right.
yeah. I was like, we're just
And
gonna go with the
then,
first one.
Yeah, Dirty Dancing, Rocky 4, Pulp Fiction. I had A Few Good Men, The Hunt for Red October, The Mummy, The Big Lebowski, Constantine, The Sandlot, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Deadpool, Big Trouble in Little China, and The Great Outdoors. That's the list.
Glick had a kick-ass movie on his list. I forgot which one was on there. I gotta look at it again. He did have a
Warriors, Con
kick-ass
Air,
movie.
Footloose, Roadhouse, Lost Boys, Aladdin,
The
Nightmare
Aladdin
on Elm
movie.
Street 3.
Just for the record, I don't care what nobody says. The Aladdin with Will Smith in it was good too.
Oh, I
Okay.
liked it. I know.
It was decent. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I prefer the animated one because Rob Williams is fucking awesome.
Yeah, no,
I'm with you.
the live action Aladdin was really good. I know a lot of people shit on it, but I thought it was really good.
I thought
I
it was
like
interesting.
I like that Will Smith made the genie his own. He didn't try to copy Robin Williams, but he did do a couple things that were kind
That
of probably
were-
like
that
an
were-
homage or like
Yes.
a tribute to
To
Robin
Robin
Williams.
Williams.
Yeah, to Robin. Yeah, he threw in a couple Robin Williams things in there that I really
Well,
appreciate.
is it me or did the girl that played Jasmine kind of look like Sarah Michelle Gellar?
I know she was gorgeous.
She didn't look anything like Sarah Michelle.
No,
Gellar.
no. You put them two to like when you watch the live action Aladdin, like I see that chick and I'm like, isn't that Sarah Michelle Gellar? Fuck, it's not.
Hold
You
on
can
a
kind of
second.
see it. Yeah, go ahead and look it up.
That
No.
Will Smith version.
No.
It's obviously not.
I thought he did a hell of a job as a genie in that movie.
There's
Oh, I
no.
think they did
You're
really good.
breaking my heart, kid. I just want to let you know.
Oh, no, but you know what? The CGI and like his magic of moving the kid across the floor and stuff was on point. It was decent.
Never had a friend. Never had a friend.
I do have to say the songs.
Great.
They were good, but I prefer the originals because that's what I'm used to. That's just my opinion thing. I'm sure if I would have heard the live action one first, I would have liked them better, kind of thing.
Of course.
What?
They were all the same songs. They were just done a little bit differently.
Well,
They
no,
were-
some
they
of the
were-
lyrics were different, and
They were just arranged differently.
well, the Jasmine girl, she had her own.
Well, they added
Like,
stuff.
Yeah, they added a couple of
I
songs.
mean, it's kind of like they added stuff to. And again, the live action.
And I like
Ja-
how Genie in the live action Genie ended up with the handmaiden
Yeah,
kind of thing. That was
That was kind of
kinda
fly.
dope.
Yeah, that was fly. That was fly.
the live action Jungle Book. I know a lot of people
I
shit on,
still
but I
seen it.
loved it. I loved it.
That was a
I
good
need to check it out.
When Cash was little, when that movie first came out, that was his favorite movie, and I loved it. So we watched it time and time again. And I would lay on the couch and he would sit on my stomach, like Mowgli did with Baloo.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what he pretended that he was Mowgli for the longest time, and that's what he told me. He said, "You're Baloo," and then we'd be on the couch and he'd be sitting right on my stomach watching the movie, and it was a great movie, and it was one of those special memories. That's why I like the movie too, because I got to spend all that time with him when he was little,
Yeah.
bonding and whatnot. But again, these are not this is only a portion of the votes, but
Right.
as I was keeping track, it still came out the same way for us as far as our list goes. It was very tight. Very tight. But this is just based off of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Water?
Jeff, you said that I did have a vote on one of the things that you posted,
Yeah. Just the one.
and
That's what I voted for myself.
Tony voted for him damn self. Jeff voted for him damn self, and I voted for
Did
my
I?
damn self.
I did- did I? I didn't know- I
Apparently,
didn't
that's
even
what
know
we're
I
doing.
voted.
I know, but
No, but like I don't I
I'm just
vote
ca-
on the chatters box and that's it.
I mean,
'Cause it's-
if you want to,
it's
at
kinda
this
like
point,
with our
at this point,
opinion.
I don't care. If you want to vote for yourself, vote for yourself. If you want to vote for one of the other guys, vote for one of the other guys.
Absolutely.
I don't really care.
I
I'm
will
going
be
to
honest
count.
about it. I will be honest about it. A better list is a better list. I'll be honest about it.
No, true.
But regardless, like I said, based off of those, it was very, very close. It was close regardless. But Tony, you had 5.
Nice.
Can't read my own handwriting at times.
You and me both.
Jeff, you had 6,
Yeah, okay.
and still you're champ.
With 7.
I had 7, but since I voted for myself, I have 8. Because I originally, and you can look at the comments, I originally voted for Tony's goofy ass. So I just gotta get to. Where's it at? I just want to get to one part. There it is. Click, world order. But no, it was even like where I was. Man, I'm trying to get the votes up. That's why I started sharing it out so many other places.
Yes.
Right.
But so I get a ton of notifications. But even with that, it was still very fucking close. I was in the lead by 1 or 2, and I think you guys, there might have been a 1 point difference between you guys outside. You know, Tony might have had one up on Jeff or something like that. But at the end of the day, I reign supreme.
Oh, Jesus.
Starting my next 10 in a row.
Well,
I'm only at 2.
technically, if you wouldn't have voted for yourself and I wouldn't have told you about that vote on the Big Lebowski, we would have been tied.
Technically.
Yeah.
And if I'd have kept my vote, it would have been a 3-way tie.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if
But
I
yeah,
voted, had Tony not been like, fuck it, I'm voting for myself. And I'm like, this son of a bitch. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go with Tony this week.
I did like
That
my list.
reminds me.
I like my list. I like
that
my list.
reminds me of something. For all those listening in all the countries we are in, all 16, shame you guys don't vote. We should have
Some don't even know the
triple
movies we're talking
digits
about. A bunch of
votes.
them might not know the movies we're talking about.
That's true. But they
Well,
know
lately
votes.
we have been getting close to triple digit votes. Not
that's true.
triple digits for everybody, but lately. But again, I'm sharing it out in more places, and I'm putting it out there. I'm putting the chatters list out there as well. So it just makes it a little bit more time consuming on me
Right.
Fully understood.
to calculate everything. So,
I
but
didn't see it on TikTok. I didn't vote on TikTok.
but like I put it on Snapchat, and when I put it on Snapchat, I said go to our Facebook page. Nobody voted on Snapchat that I know of unless they voted on our Facebook page. But I put the link to the Facebook page and said go to Facebook and vote for both the chatters. And I did the same thing on TikTok, but I also made voting available on TikTok as well.
Right.
But I also put the link for our Facebook page and all that stuff. Told them to go to Facebook and vote. So
The biggest problem with TikTok is you got to do
But if
a
you
video
would-
format and
yeah.
you have to pause the video and read.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
play Zoom.
And that's what I did. I put it in our Instagram stories too, and I put the link to the Facebook.
Yeah.
When you post, if you can start doing this for me, when you post a list, do like I do, and down in the bottom, tell them to like who.
Yeah, do a
just put
tag
you
each
know,
one of us, and so they can
well,
just heart it.
just put Glick, Jeff, Tony, or whatever,
Yeah.
and then whatever chatters box list we have.
I meant to do that this week. I totally forgot
That way they can just like it because it makes it.
because we got done with the show, and I was like, I'm gonna just knock this out so I don't forget tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Did you get that notification 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I got the notification as soon as I seen it. I deleted it. I deleted the list on the chatters box because you didn't fucking do it right.
No, that was last week.
That was
That was
Saturday.
last week. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I didn't get the one from Sadie.
Yeah, because we told everybody they had until Sunday to turn them in.
Yeah.
And then they're like, fuck it, it's Saturday at 2 o'clock in the morning. Here
Sent
we
it
go.
to Chris, not me.
Yeah, I did.
Chris had to
Yeah,
send
I
it
hadn't
to me.
I hadn't had a chance
He
to
had
send it to him.
he had forgot to send it to me.
I was going to send it to him Sunday morning because, as we
Right.
said when we did it, you have until Sunday to get your list in for the chatters box. And Jeff's like, oh, Saturday, 2 o'clock in the morning. Technically, it's Sunday. Putting the list
Yeah,
up. No, you're
hey,
not,
fuck
buddy.
it. I didn't say when on Sunday.
No,
Walk around
no,
going,
you're
"Man."
not. Go to break. The list is wrong. I'm already going to break. Shut up. Tell me what
Yeah.
to do.
Ooh,
Trying to find a song.
testy.
Ain't that hard.
Tony's
So,
in
Tony,
a hurry.
while
He's got
Chris
he's
is
got
coming
a
up with music,
he's got a
Tony,
hard 901
Give us a
broadcast
quickie
time.
breakdown of your thoughts on the new Batman. Because you said on Facebook
Without spoiling anything.
Without
Without
spoiling. of
spoiling
course.
anything, I will tell
Nope.
you that it is worth it. I will tell you the story was continuous. There wasn't much dragging. A lot of hype on the Batmobile, none for me. I
It looks
think
like
Old
it looks
Boy
like a-
was decent as Batman. The suit has a couple of new changes. I will
Isn't he
admit,
wearing like tennis shoes with the suit or some shit? I heard
I
somebody
didn't
say.
fucking look at his feet. I was watching the fight.
Tony's like,
I don't know. I
Tony,
expect
you
you
didn't, you,
to.
you didn't
But
look
if
at
he's
the,
like
you
throwing
are you not
kicks
a,
if he kicks somebody in the face and he's got a black pair of Chucks on, you're gonna notice. Why is he wearing Chucks?
He's got Air Force Ones painted black.
I would have wore Pumas, but no, it
But
was.
yeah, you know what I'm
I would
saying.
honestly tell you, I didn't hear a bad review about that movie, and I'm not going to add any. I'm going to add on with the good reviews. It wasn't boring.
Okay.
It wasn't stale. It was a long story, but it was. You could kind of go along with how Dark Knight went, with how
Okay.
Dark Knight Rises went, as far as the storyline and action and everything. Oh boy, that played the Riddler.
Who does play the Riddler?
I don't know.
I did hear, and I didn't know this about the movie, but the movie is only 2 years after he becomes Batman, so it's early in
Oh.
his
Okay, so it's like
vigilante
Michael
career.
Keaton time,
But I will say this, and this is
or
not
it's
a spoiler.
Gotham-ish.
This is
Yeah.
not a spoiler. I did find out his mother's last name originally. I did not know that.
Oh, okay.
And I will tell you, as somebody who's been watching these movies and paying attention, something's telling me Batman is related to all of them. Watch
Oh,
Joker
who?
a little bit more closely.
Wait. Related to who?
Half
Like
of the
Barbara
villains.
Gordon and shit? Oh, half the villains?
Half the villains. Something's telling me they're going to bring that in as a storyline. That's going to be mind blowing because they know him a little too well and they're showing the correlation a little too clearly.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
saying that everybody in Gotham's fucking related?
No, not everybody in Gotham.
No, the villains.
You know the villains. All the villains have specific agenda against Batman specifically. I
Dude,
did know
there's
that.
a lot of villains, and that's a.
Well,
Just in Gotham,
I
there's only
said
four or
I just
five.
started watching Gotham,
Yeah.
and I gotta say, I did not expect that Barbara Gordon. I was like, damn, she's beautiful.
Oh, way too. I ain't gonna say that.
She's a psychotic
I'm-
bitch.
No, apparently she's well, like I said, I'm only like episode 12 of season 1, so but I got drawn in on a Facebook video of young Bruce Wayne talking shit to the board of Wayne Enterprises, and I was like, oh man, I might have to watch
Yeah,
this.
he's
He's
ready to
badass.
go on their asses.
DJ won the Chatter's box,
The obvious,
And
obvious
This one,
and I won.
yeah.
And I'm going
Alright.
to while he goes on break. I'll be back.
Yep, we're gonna take a real quick break. We got a little Blacktop Mojo. It is the second hour, so we got a cover song. We haven't done this one in a long time. I don't know if we've done it. We've had to have done it at some point. But little Blacktop Mojo. If you don't know who they are already, go ahead and check them out everywhere you stream music and on all social media at Blacktop Mojo. If you do know who they are, do your friend a favor that may not know who they are and tell them to tell them. But we got their cover of Dream On, which they just absolutely killed. No surprise.
Fucking tune.
Every time I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face are getting clearer. The past is gone. Need a wind by like dusk till dawn. Isn't that the way everybody's got their dues in life to pay? Dream on, dream until your dream come true. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dream come true. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for the day, maybe tomorrow, good Lord take it away. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for the day, maybe tomorrow, good Lord take it away.
And welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense. I'm Glick, as always, hanging out with Jeff and Tony,
Well,
the left and right-handed men of Nonsensical Nonsense. My left and right hand guys.
I was gonna say, I'm down.
I'm the only lefty
I
in
thought we're
this
not
group.
supposed to be. I thought we're not supposed to be
Yeah,
political, Chris. Jesus.
No,
I get what you mean.
The
get what you
Godfather
mean.
had his right-handed man and his left-handed man. Tony Soprano had his two guys. You know what I mean? Superman has Batman and Aquaman, or Batman and Wonder Woman, I guess you could say. You know, Tony Stark has.
I call Batman. I'm just saying.
Tony Stark has. Oh, here we go. Tony Stark has Captain America and Thor. You know,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of
kind of like when it was just you and me. We were talking like my what was it? My JD, my Turk, and so on and so forth.
yeah, exactly. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. That was Blacktop Mojo with their cover of Dream On. Of course, they killed it because that's what they do. Welcome back, Sadie.
It was good, though. I ain't gonna lie. That was
Just a real quick
That reminds
recap.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Say what you
I
gotta
was just
say.
gonna say, I gotta remind you. I gotta send you guys a video. It's just my son actually does pretty good at Dream On. He, I think it's on my Google Cloud.
Mhm.
But when Kevin was like 7, he used to sing along to Dream On all the time, and he actually does pretty good.
Cameron has sent me a couple videos of the girls rocking out to a couple Blacktop Mojo songs. Kennedy and but hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. Real quick recap: Chatter's Box of Champions. DJ took the win tonight, and then our starting five list. I took it for the second week in a row. My count is now up to 14. Ric Flair, I'm only 2 away from matching your championships. Be warned, Nature Boy.
Well, as we stated, this week's we are doing that guy starting 5, and it's going to be
5
very
only.
interesting. Yeah,
Only
we
5.
Definitely keeping it at 5.
Chatter's Box,
Chatter's
yeah,
Box.
only 5.
Chatter's Box send you the names, and I'll look up the pictures. I'll do my
Good.
best.
If you guys are not already, go ahead and check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also join us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night here on Haps. If you don't have the app already, go ahead and download it. Give us a follow. You'll get the notification. You can come on and hang out in the Chatter's Box with us. Blah, 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 blah. And you can also get every episode of the podcast on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts. As I was doing research and stuff this week, I found some podcast websites and apps that I never even heard of.
I did
and
too.
we are there.
I
So,
did too.
big ups to Anchor for the distribution. Because
Yeah.
Anchor distributes our podcast out.
Well,
So
yeah.
they
Chris posts on Anchor, and Anchor goes ahead and throws it out. And I found one. I was like, "Wow, I didn't even know that was a podcasting site." But okay, we're there. When I was building the website thing,
Yeah.
I was like, "Holy shit!" I couldn't even find a logo for this website. Okay.
You guys can also email us. That's how you get us your list for the Chatters box. Or if you want to email us about anything else, you go ahead and email us at nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. And we do have a merch store if you're interested in any of that jazz. Teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. There's shirts and hoodies and all that fun jazz there. I think I got all that out of the way. But before we get too crazy, I want to go ahead because I do have news. I do have a top 10. I think we can. This is actually a
We
top
didn't do it last
25.
time. Yeah, we didn't do it last time. Go.
So I
Yeah.
think this is actually going to be 25, but I think we can.
Well, didn't you want to bring something up on Wednesday or on Monday, and you said you'd hold it off till the day.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah. Now we're going to hold it off until Saturday if we get to it. It's not that big of a pressing. It's not that big of a pressing thing or anything like that. It's just a topic of conversation. And we
more
get
of a
to
what would you do?
it's just a topic of conversation. It's not really a, what would you do or anything like that. It's just a topic I wanted to bring up. Nothing serious. I think what I am going to do starting Saturday is I'm going to bump the top 10 into the first hour. Come in, do a half hour, a little banner back and forth, do the top 10. That way we have the full third hour for what the fuck news. And then any other free time that we have, we can do our normal banter and bullshit like that. So,
Tomfoolery.
yeah, Tom fuckery and shit.
That's gonna be-
Because it's my show, and I do everything, and I have a microphone. So here's my fucking top 10, you stupid freaks.
No, it's just like,
It's not my opinion, man. It's a top 25 because I feel like we can fly through this relatively quick. And it is, what's going on, Chris? It is inspired by a topic that Jody brought up a few weeks back. Jeff, you were not here. Tony, you were in here, and Elliot was with us. And Jody brought this up. So, I figured I was looking for a top 10 list today, and I was like, it popped into my head, and I was like, that's perfect. So it is the top 10/25 comedians of all time.
This ought to be good.
Now, I didn't make this list.
All right.
This is
I was
not
gonna say, this is a
opinion-based.
very opinion-based list, though.
Well,
I mean,
it's-
when you think about it,
the
comedy is
website
such an
that-
opinion.
Well, the website that put it together,
go
they poll their readers and stuff like that. So I mean, it is an opinion based. It is not my opinion.
Okay. So it's a very starting five style list.
I wouldn't say that because this is what this website does. They do top 10s. So
Right.
they have several. But starting out at number 25, I don't find him that funny. I guess he has his moments. But John Mulaney.
I've heard that name.
I have to actually
He
look
was
him up,
he
but
was
I've
in
heard the name.
I think he was in that show New Girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 24,
John Mulaney.
we all know who this guy is. He might be a redneck if Mr. Jeff
Okay, I know who
Foxworthy.
John Mulaney is.
Yeah.
John
Mr. Jeff
Mulaney,
Fox.
he's real. John Mulaney, he's real.
He's
He's very preppy and he's
Yeah.
always wearing a suit.
John Mulaney.
You'd know him if you saw him, Tony.
yeah. Coming in at number 23.
He kind of looks like one of the guys from the Facebook movie.
Yeah. Coming in at number 23.
Looks like an Army Hammer.
I don't get no respect, Mr. Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah,
That motherfucker,
Yeah.
that motherfucker was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
he was funny. I don't care.
Number 22, Lewis Black. I don't.
That dude's kind of
Black
funny.
has- yeah, he has. He's hard.
He has moments. He's angry. He's an angry
he's
comic.
very, yeah, but
Angry
he's
and
so
opinionated.
funny.
He would
Yes,
be
he's very
awesome
opinionated.
on this platform.
Yes, he would.
He
Oh
would
yeah.
be
Yes,
awesome.
he would.
No, he
He would
wouldn't.
be awesome.
No, he wouldn't, because there's too many little snowflake crybaby bitches that would have him banned because they'd get their feelings all in a bunch.
That is
Like a
true.
bunch
We
of
want to
fucking.
hear motherfuckers who don't have no feelings talk their shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 21. This guy. Sometimes he kills me. Sometimes he gets on my nerves. But Doug Stanhope.
Never heard of him.
He does a lot of.
Well, let me look him up.
Political comedy. Jeff, you'd probably fucking love him.
Probably.
Controversial type comedy.
Doug
You know,
Stanhope.
You fucking love him.
I
sometimes
probably would.
sometimes he's funny. Sometimes he's really obnoxious.
I don't think I've ever seen him. I'm looking at his picture. I've never seen him, but
Uh,
yeah, it's basically saying he's an American stand-up comic.
Yeah, just said that. Number
No, but it's
20.
like, yeah.
Number 20. Is there a fucking echo in the room?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I was like quote unquote fact checking, but agreeing.
Number 20. I've heard this name a couple times, but I don't think I've ever seen him or her. Not really quite sure where this guy falls into play, judging by his picture. But Eddie Izzard,
Oh yeah, he's British. He's
I assumed he was British.
he's actually he considers himself a I think he's considered a cross dresser.
I was gonna say,
He's
judging by
actually
his
really funny. Yeah, he's
judging by
really
his
funny.
picture, he's got makeup on and his nails are
Yeah.
painted and stuff like that. But
He's actually
it's, I don't
he's
him, her, it. I don't know
more of a
what.
satire as
Yeah.
opposed to stand up.
Okay,
but
so
very
typical
funny.
British, typical
Yeah.
kind of British satire.
Yeah.
Number
A lot of what we had over there was cross dressing and not caring, just wearing what they wanted to.
well, that just comes down from Shakespeare days. Because,
No, but I mean Eddie
and it's
Izzard
just-
is like out
Well,
there, dude.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's just from the Shakespearean days where men played the women roles as well,
Right.
and that's just carried down through their tradition in theater and comedy and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
a lot of
and,
theater.
and English
No,
and
but
stuff.
Eddie Izzard, I think you guys would actually like him. He's a little he's not overly political, but he addresses the stupid.
Yeah, I like I said, I've heard the name. I just don't think I've ever seen him. Coming in at number 19, probably one of my favorite clean comics.
He was in Eddie Izzard was in Oceans 12.
I've never seen any of the Ocean's movies.
I've seen
Oh
it.
well, there you go.
I'm
And
gonna
then
look
you
him
just
You know
don't-
him if you see him.
Yeah. Coming in at number 19, probably one of my favorite clean comics. I enjoy his stand-up. Mr. Jeff Dunham. And he's
Oh
a
yeah, he's
ventriloquist.
funny.
He's pretty damn funny. Coming in at number 18.
Huge car nut, by the way.
Yeah. This guy's a trip. And he gets off on some tirades from time to time. But Bill Burr.
Oh, I love that dude.
I've heard that
He
name.
cracks me up.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
But
He gets a...
he's very political. Well, not overly political, but he is extremely funny. But he's another one. He points out the stupid.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Number 17, Lenny Bruce. He's an old-time
dude-
comic.
yeah, old-time comic.
I know his name. I don't think I've ever seen anything he's done.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard him, but he's a legend.
Yeah. Number 16, I don't particularly care for this guy. I don't find him funny in any way, shape, and or form. And I wish there was still like the old school trapdoors, and when he was on stage, he would be dropped into a bottomless pit. But Jim Gaffigan.
Jim
I know
Gaffigan,
that name.
hold on.
I just-
Gaffney.
Jim Gaffigan. Hold on.
I don't find
see
anything
his face.
funny about him.
Yeah, I agree.
American stand-up comedian,
Uh,
actor, writer,
Oh, shut up,
producer.
Siri. That's what he looks like, Tony.
I see him. I'm looking at him now.
He's been on a couple TV shows.
He's done TV
Okay.
shows. He's done a
They say
couple
he's
movies.
from Elgin, the Midwestern United States. Which fucking state?
Right?
Elgin, duh. You ain't never heard of the Elgins? It's the 52nd state.
It's Illinois.
It's over by that country of Dallas.
Elgin,
What's the other
Illinois.
guy's name? Eddie Izzard was his name?
Eddie
Yeah, it's-
Izzard. I think
Uh,
you'd really like him, Tony. He's funny.
Coming in at number 15.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry.
yeah. Coming in at number 15. Most people may only know this guy from his movies,
Right.
but believe it or not, in his early career, he was a stand-up comedian.
Who's that?
Mr. Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Oh
And I
yes.
am a fan.
And he is
One of-
number
one
what?
of-
15, you said?
He is
15,
number
yeah.
15.
God
He-
damn.
his stand up about being Canadian fucking
Yeah.
cracks me up every
This
time.
is a pretty decent list.
Me and Tuk Tuk used to go through the snow. Fucking
Number
cracks me up.
number 14 on the list, we got Jesus, Tony.
I'm cleaning the screen. I mean, cleaning the keyboard.
Coming in at number 14, Daniel Tosh.
Badger. Oh,
Daniel
Tosh.
Tosh. Daniel Tosh.
Yeah, he does. He,
Tosh.
yeah,
Tosh
he does. He
2.0.
does
Yeah,
that.
he had a big show on Comedy Central. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tosh
and
0.
Tosh 2.0.
yeah, and
He's
it was
pretty damn
basically
funny.
a rip off of what
No, it was out before that Jackass's show.
was it?
Yeah,
Was
it was out. It was out years before Ridiculousness.
I did not know that.
Ridiculousness is a.
No. The Tosh .0 or whatever it's called. It used to be hosted by the guy that was in Ted. He played the asshole.
Tosh .0 has always been hosted by Daniel Tosh.
No,
It's his show.
No. But it's a ripoff of Tedcast. Hold on, I'll tell you. Fucking what's his name? Joe
First
McHale.
episode was 2009.
Joe McHale used to have that show. And that's what Tosh is kind of a ripoff of.
Ridiculousness
Oh,
came
okay.
out.
Tosh 2.0 came out before Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness
Yeah.
came
No.
2 years after. I got you.
But remember this dude, Joe McHale?
You're talking
had a
about
show
Tosh.
similar.
You're talking about Talk Soup, and it was nothing like Tosh .0.
No, I always think it's
And
kind of
and Talk Soup, they made fun of celebrities and like segments on Oprah and Ellen and stuff like that. And
yeah, but it's the same concept. But
and
Tosh 2.0 does
Joe McHale was like the 6th host of that show. That show came out in the like late 90s.
Yeah.
It's had a bunch of hosts.
Right.
So totally different show with Tosh .0. Ridiculousness was a complete ripoff of Tosh .0.
Yeah.
And not funny
Ridiculousness,
because
I can only watch a few
Rob
minutes
is a
of.
jackass. Or not,
Yeah,
Rob.
Yeah,
The show's
Rob-
fun. Like
Robert-
the videos that they show are funny, but
At the end of the day, it's all a rip off of America's Funniest Videos, which was the shit back in the day.
yeah. It's,
Which is
coming
way
in at
before
number
the internet.
yeah, coming in at number 13. I like this guy. Gone way too soon, but Mitch Hedberg.
I gotta look him up.
He did.
Hedberg.
He did like weird like he'd be like just random stuff like a severed foot is the ultimate stocking stuffer. Or an escalator can never break. It can only become stairs. You should never see an escalator temporary out of order.
Oh wow,
Just-
he died in 05.
Yeah. So and the way he would he was a stoner, so he's a big stoner.
Right.
So the way he talked and how he would say his
He'd be
jokes
like,
and stuff.
"Bleh."
No, he wasn't that. No, he
No?
wasn't.
No.
No, he wasn't like a surfer stoner. It's just he had a slow cadence about him, and the way
Okay.
he would deliver his lines. Sometimes the jokes weren't that funny, but the way he delivered them made it
Right.
funny. He was awesome. Had he not died so young, he probably would have been one of the. I mean, he already is, but he would have definitely been one of the all-time greats. Number 12, I don't think he should be this high on the list, but that's just me. Considering a couple of the people that are below him. But Kevin Hart. He's funny. I love his
He's
stand-up,
funny.
don't get me wrong.
I got to hear who's above him. I hear who's below him, and I can halfway agree, except for Jim Carrey. Definitely Louis Black, I would have thought would have been higher than Kevin Hart.
I would too.
I would've thought. Just being honest.
Yeah.
He's funny, but he's funny in doses.
Yeah. Like, we get it. You're loud. You're animated. Calm down.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Although, like some of his mannerisms have been used in memes. His facial expressions and memes
Oh, yeah.
are the funniest. Some of the funniest memes.
But
And
coming
memes.
in at number 11, Mr. Bill Cosby. Deal with
His stand up
11.
was.
Mhm.
His
They
stand up
got
was
10
pretty
people
decent.
above Bill Cosby. This I have got to hear. Because Bill is legendary. You got to go to some of his old
Oh.
comedy. Bill used to be.
Oh yeah, Bill Cosby himself is one of the funniest stand-up routines ever, and it's the cleanest fucking thing. When he's talking about people doing cocaine, holy shit!
And people being drunk. He only cursed
And the
maybe twice in
dentist?
the whole thing. Yes.
The dentist thing, holy
Yes.
shit.
I would say I'm not
Grew up
too
on that
mad
shit.
about the 9 that are ahead of him.
Okay.
There's a couple in there that it's like, meh, but yeah, I'm not too upset with the 9 that are ahead of him.
Okay.
I just scroll through the look real quick. Coming in at number 9. I don't know who this guy is right off the top of my
I
head,
might know him. Go ahead.
but Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks. I've heard that name. Oh, God damn it. Hold on. I'll let you know if he's worth it.
Coming in at number 8, Mr.
Bill
Fluffy
Hicks.
himself, Gabriel Iglesias.
Bill
Yeah,
Hicks.
Gabriel's got a follow.
Gabriel's funny.
He's
got a
funny as fuck.
Bill Hicks.
Yeah.
I don't know Bill Hicks.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Coming in at number 7, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Motherfucking Will Smith. Or
No.
Chris Rock.
Really?
Chris Rock.
Oh, Chris Rock. Chris Rock, his stand-up was funny as fuck. I will give it that. But
Yeah,
very
well, I-
very similar to Kevin Hart's. Very loud, very animated.
Yeah.
He came before Kevin Hart, though.
Yeah, way
That's
before
true.
Kevin Hart.
He came before
true.
Kevin Hart.
Coming in at number
Did it in a four.
6.
Did it in a five.
Again, much like Jim Carrey, you know, Chris Rock, yeah, just does amazing stand-up, but he's also a really good actor.
Oh yeah. No.
You know, he's in a
Well,
ton of
well,
movies, and he's
and
played
I've stated
and
it
he's
before.
played some different roles. I mean, he in The Longest Yard, I mean, it wasn't like a super comedic role that he was in. It was kind of borderline serious.
Well, compared
I
it
would
to
say
the
he was more
original.
of a comedian in that movie than anything serious because
Well,
his
yeah,
most
I mean-
serious movie. His most serious movie was that one he did with Anthony Hopkins. Oh, what's the fuck name of that movie? And it was good.
Hold on.
He's done a
Chris
bunch
Rock,
of good
Anthony
ones.
Hopkins
Yeah.
movie.
Coming in at number 6 on the list. I do like him. He's pretty funny, but he's got a pretty dry sense of humor. Louis C.K.
Chris Rock, Anthony Hopkins.
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. is actually
He's
pretty
good.
good.
I
Talk
like
about
Louis
Bad
C.K.
Company, Tony.
Yes.
That was a decent movie.
Bad Company for him was a good movie that's serious, just like Bait was a good movie for Jamie Foxx.
Right.
Those two I kind of put together like good turning points in their careers of acting.
Yeah.
Because Chris was always known to be a comedian, but that was a good serious movie for him.
And,
As a
and he was
comedian,
he was
for a
still
longest yard
able
was
to
hilarious.
get the comedy out.
Yeah,
And
Longest
plus he
Yard was
played
hilarious.
himself plus his brother.
Yes, yes, they did the little double role thing, but he did good on that personally. I would say. Louis C.K. is good, no complaint there. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Coming into the top 5. At number 5, we got Eddie Murphy.
Funny stand up. I love Delirious, one of my favorites.
Gotcha.
Funny stand-up. Fantastic actor.
Yeah, you can't
All
deny
around.
he's not a good actor.
Number 4, Mr. Richard Pryor.
Number
Love
4.
it.
They got Richard Pryor.
Richard
Yeah, number 4.
Pryor
Get
4,
the
that's a
fuck
little
out
low
of here.
for
Go
me.
ahead.
Number 3, Dave Chappelle.
They put
I call
Dave
bullshit.
Chappelle above Richard Pryor.
Well, Dave Chappelle
I like
is,
Chappelle a little bit better than
I
Pryor.
love Chappelle. And like his
Go ahead.
but the thing I have with Chappelle and Pryor, I can't find an example of any one of their stand-ups that I find bad.
Yeah.
So I would actually tie those two.
Okay.
Almost.
And I like you know, as far as, you know, a lot of these comedians are also actors. You know, the Chappelle Show is hilarious. He's had some great roles in movies. And you
Well,
know,
so
like
did Pryor.
yeah, well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, they both have. But then you watch movies that you forget that Chappelle was in, like Con Air.
Yeah. Yes.
I forgot that he was in that damn movie.
Yeah.
He wasn't in it for very long,
No,
but
it
he was
didn't.
in it. He made an impact in that
Con
movie.
Air,
nonetheless.
I want this conversation to come back. List the movies between the two of them. I think that would be an excellent comparison. I want this conversation to come back. Somebody.
Well, you-
between Pryor and
Matter of fact,
and
once we
Eddie?
finish this,
Or Pryor
let me see who the last one's on. Once we finish this,
Yeah,
I
go
want
ahead.
to see that.
Yeah. Well, Pryor probably had more movies to his credit, but Chappelle's done more TV.
But Pryor was
Right.
more stable.
So you would have to put
Yeah,
if you want to go into their movies, you have to include Chappelle's television, their acting careers as a whole.
I hate
Right.
Coachy Poo. I hate Coachy Poo. I hate Coachy Poo. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Man.
That's all right. Earlier, he asked me earlier when Jeff was doing whatever and you weren't here. He's like, "Hey, Glick, you know why there's no Walmart in the Ukraine, or there's no WalMarts in the Ukraine?" And I was like, I didn't even know Walmart was a worldwide company. And he
There's
was like,
3 of
because
them
there,
here.
he's like, because there's Targets everywhere.
Oh, gee.
I was like, this motherfucker.
That's funny, but damn, man, that's fucked up.
But number 2,
You're on your own with
respectfully,
that one. You're on your own with that one.
the number 2, as he should be at the top of this list, in my opinion. And if you don't like it, well, kiss my ass. It's my opinion. Mr. Robin Williams.
Uh,
I can't
I
debate him
agree.
because he's one of my top comedians ever.
I don't know if you see the live on Broadway one, but holy shit, he's all
But again,
over the
a guy who was awesome in stand up, and his stand up portrayed a different version, much like Bob Saget, that you were used to seeing than on TV and on the big screen.
Yes.
He was an awesome comedian and actor.
And he was a
The
fantastic.
combo of the two puts him up there huge.
And
I-
number 1,
Yeah, right.
I'm going to catch grief for this. I already know I am. I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, and I feel like he should be a little bit lower on this list. And I think he gets way more credit than he should.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's George Carlin.
You know what? George Carlin makes total sense. However,
Go ahead, Tony.
I can't debate him being number one, but I do have a problem with Eddie Griffin not being on this list as a comedian.
Agreed.
There's a lot of people that could have been on the list.
Yeah,
yeah.
but you got to do the ones who see when you're a comedian and you make a staple on society and you attack the conscience to kill the ignorance. That's what
Okay.
George Carlin did.
Okay,
Now, he
George
wasn't
Carlin
the
did
only
that, but
one.
he also George Carlin is most famous for his 7 words you can't say on television, where
I
it
think
was
he's famous for all of his stand-ups. I've actually
Yeah.
watched. I think I watched all of them.
you know
He had me
he was
when
actually
all of his
mostly
movies, and
broke.
He was he wasn't even trying to be fucking funny, and he made you.
No, but well, like I was listening to somebody talk to Chappelle or another comedian about Carlin, and Carlin did a special every year, and they were shocked about that because they were saying, well, it takes me like 2 years before I can do a special.
Well, he already had the
And-
knowledge. He was just working on how to deliver it.
Right.
He had the knowledge. He was just
And-
working on the delivery, and his delivery was
And
priceless.
I like somebody like Robin. I don't think Robin really planned anything. Like, you know, you see comedians that are like, oh no, I practiced this, and okay, that joke doesn't what's going. Robin, you can just throw that man on stage and have him go.
You know who else should be in that list that wasn't in the top 25?
Who's that?
Whoopi Goldberg and Billy Crystal, because when they did
Billy
those
Crystal was
relief
funny as
tours,
fuck.
it was Robin
Yes.
Williams, Billy Crystal, and Whoopi Goldberg. You couldn't tell me you didn't get something out of them comic relief tours back in the day, because they were hell. Now, we've addressed that. We need to go back to something. If y'all
Okay.
don't mind, is everybody good? Are we
Oh,
good?
go ahead.
I ain't got all night for this shit, 'cause I got news for you too.
Well, calm down.
Do your news, do your news, do your news, do your news, do your news. 'Cause we've been
Do
off
your
on this.
do your little.
My thing is Richard
bring it up so
Pryor
you got it on
movies-
your mind.
Richard Pryor movies versus Dave Chappelle movies.
Okay, well,
We'll bring it up Saturday. I'm gonna
Chappelle's-
make a note right now.
Make that note,
Okay.
because I'm gonna
Yeah.
start with Busted Loose for Richard Pryor,
oh snap.
and then
No,
with Dave Chappelle.
hear no
with
evil,
Dave
see no
Chappelle,
evil.
I
Holy
think.
shit, that movie cracks me up.
Okay, I'll give you the fun. I'll give you the comedy, but Busted Loose was fucking epic. And as far as Dave Chappelle's best movie,
I loved him in Robin Hood Men in Tights, man. Hold on, bad guys. I need some air. He goes down and pump up his shoes.
Robin Hood Men in Tights
I
is
just-
funny, but you know what I'm gonna go with for Dave Chappelle's best movie? Undercover Brother.
I just made a
Oh,
made a note right there.
shit.
Never mind my piece of
I
paper.
forgot about
But
that damn
We
movie.
got
That
you,
way,
got you,
that
save
way,
that.
that way, it'll give
Yeah,
you guys a
save
little
it
bit of
for
time to get your
Get our knowledge up.
get your
Research.
get
And
your
please
points
put
together.
those 2 movies down, Glick. Please put them down.
What movies?
The best movie for Richard Pryor was Bustin' Loose to me, and Dave Chappelle's best movie was
Undercover Brother.
Now he was a star. I guess he was a guest star because everybody
Yeah,
loved.
he
Half-Baked.
wasn't. He was.
No, Eddie Griffin was
Oh.
the main star, but everybody loved
Right, Eddie
Half
Griffin.
Baked. I didn't. I think what he
I
did in
love
Undercover
Half-Baked. I
Brother
thought that
was
movie was
fucking
funny.
hilarious. I think Con Air was great, even though he had a salvo because he did it as an actor and a comedian. But what he
Right.
did in Undercover Brother was fucking phenomenal. Him and Chris Kattan had me die.
Yeah. Well, that was
When Eddie Griffin come back and say he slept with a white girl and fucking Neil Patrick Harris is like, oh, bravo.
That
But
motherfucker said word for cheesy.
now, now you guys are. There was only one spot difference between Chappelle and Pryor, and it's got your guys' panties all up in a bunch. One was
Yes,
4 and the other
because
one was
Chappelle
3.
wouldn't put himself above Pryor. Eddie Griffin
No, he
wouldn't put
wouldn't.
himself above Pryor.
He wouldn't.
That's my problem.
Well, Chappelle, Chappelle talks about
Eddie Griffin's
how,
overrated.
Shit.
Like, shut your mouth.
You ever seen
No,
that
but
motherfucker do an impression of Michael Jackson?
Oh my God. Holy shit.
I've seen a lot of
No,
people do
Eddie,
impressions.
Eddie Murphy's talking about fucking Michael Jackson and the moonwalk and shit. Oh my God. He's like, I don't like that dance. It's bullshit. And I say that because I can't do it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm right there with you. I can't do it, so fuck that dance.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Well,
like,
that was
"You let me do that."
that was
Hey girl, what's up?
that was the top 25 list. And a little bit it was a supersized top 10 of the top 25 comedians of all time, inspired by Jody, because she did bring that topic up a few weeks
Big up,
back
Jody.
on the
Big up,
show.
Yeah, good.
Elliot was in here with us, and a conversation about comedians turned into a political conversation that I had to derail.
How? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Ask Elliot. It was Elliot being mad at liberals.
You all get politics off y'all's brains. Damn.
And
You
also,
were here, Tony.
Well, I mean that's the thing with somebody like Lewis Black. He goes very political. Like his whole stand-up have been political.
Yeah, but he
His
destroys
latest
them
one, he
properly.
like works off an iPad. It cracks me up.
He destroys them properly, though.
Yeah.
But
Well, he also seems extremely intelligent and well versed.
That's my
Well,
point. He
yeah.
destroys it
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah. Like,
But-
I would not want to get in an argument with that guy about those topics because you're going to be destroyed in more ways than one.
yeah, exactly. But toward this Saturday, we'll have a new top 10. I'll bring a new top 10 to the table Saturday night. We're going to go ahead and roll into news because I do have a couple news stories for you guys.
Excellent.
After reintroducing what the fuck news and Tony's reactions was amazing.
Oh,
Why
yes.
not keep it going?
Well, that's the beauty of the news. It's like,
Audio Jungle.
Just cut his ass off. Shut up, Jeffrey. Shut up, Jeffrey.
no, but the beauty of the news is that you know the story
That's right.
and you're reading it, and Tony and I
I'm
have
going to
no
tell
idea
you a
what's
couple
coming.
of
So
stories. So listen to this. Listen to this. Okay, listen.
Tony,
Tony, you gotta admit that.
since I got
that is
Mr. Trump here, and you know he's a special guest on the show, he would like to tell you something, Tony.
You're not a nice person. Then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
That's not very nice, Mr. Trump. Tony's a good guy. He's a little misunderstood.
Oh, boy.
Tiffany.
No, Tony.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
No, not Putin. We're not talking about Russia right now. We're talking about Tony.
Oh, really? Okay.
Tiffany.
No, Tony.
Kai, Donnie, Don.
What the hell are you talking about right now?
The Mexican government.
Yeah, that's Jeff. Tony.
Barack Obama.
No, just because they're black is not the same person. That's Jeff thinking that.
Wow.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, Jeff does like Rosie O'Donnell. Hey, thank you for being a guest on the show tonight, Mr. Trump.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, don't
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
you have somebody else?
Where is he?
Come on, man.
Oh, I didn't know you were here. My bad, Joe.
High roller, what's good?
I was waiting for
Oh,
that one.
bastards of the... Wow. I didn't know
Bastard
you were
just
here.
show up like a ninja. He lost.
Ladies,
something.
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, we had former President Donald Trump, and now we got current President Joe Biden in the house.
He aimlessly walked into Chris's door. He just aimlessly walked into Chris's apartment.
That's kind of rude. Can I introduce you to Tony, sir?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
What? That's insane. What are you even talking about? What are you talking about right now?
The notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
What?
That's an actual quote.
You want to do this? Huh? Okay.
You're out of your
Game all
fucking mind.
night.
You're out of your fucking mind right now, Mr. President. What is wrong with you?
No, you haven't. You're a lying, dog-faced pony soldier. You
Them's-
said you were.
Them's fighting words, sir.
Now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You're kind of crazy.
You're a fucking nutcase.
All right, Chuck. Thank you.
No,
very
it's
much.
Cliff, jackass.
All right.
Not
It's
Chuck.
Chris, but anyway. I just said Chris. No, I
Hillary Clinton is as qualified or more qualified than I am to be Vice President of the United States of America. And quite frankly, it might have been a better pick than me, but she's first rate.
He's off the rails tonight. I don't know what's
Hey.
going on.
Somebody's off their teleprompter.
All right, Joe. It's been nice having you. Go back to your home. All right. All
You
right.
want to check my shape on it? Let's do push-ups together, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do.
Oh, you want to exercise with me? All right, buddy. I got to get to news. I appreciate you guys coming by.
Get the fuck out of my apartment.
That was
Security!
Who let these assholes in?
Tony, you saw that movie, Chris Rock became president?
Head of state.
Head of State. That movie was funny as fuck. I just remembered that movie. he had that one chick come by and be like, security! and that bitch get tackled. That's what we need. We need a security button.
All right. Now that we got the two clowns out of the building, sorry about that. I didn't realize we were gonna have special guests tonight. I didn't know that Donald and Joe were gonna hang out tonight with us.
They are fans.
Biden should do a sleep scope with Ben. Well, in news, let's start off with our good friend Mr. Ryan Reynolds.
Uh-oh.
And I'm sure, as you guys know, he owns Mint Mobile, the phone company up there in Canada. Right. He also owns
Aviator Gin.
He also half owns Wrexham, which I think is a soccer team.
Okay,
yeah.
I saw he did like a commercial for it.
Him and Rob McElhenney, I think is his name, the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
He's like the short, little, muscled-up guy with the slick back hair. Sometimes he's fat, sometimes he's not. Well, for Rob's birthday, Wrexham FC, so it's a soccer club. Ryan Reynolds decided to get Rob a very special gift at the club stadium.
Okay.
And for his birthday, he got him a memorial toilet in the bathroom.
I truly think that Ryan Reynolds and the three of us would totally get along. Because he's just like, give me an idea, boys. Ooh, I got one.
He had a small red ribbon revealing a gold plaque with Rob's face on it, and popped a bottle of bubbly and everything for the ceremony. And this is a urinal inside one of the restrooms. Alongside his face is the plaque, which was inscribed with his name and birth date, and has been placed above the urinal in the bathroom block at the race course ground. The plaque read, "This urinal is dedicated to Robert McElhenney on his birthday, April 14, with love from Wrexham AFC, paid for by Ryan Reynolds." There's a video of it on Twitter and everything.
Nice.
Oh man, here, let's see if I can.
That's kind of the stupid shit we would do. I truly think that, given the means, we do stupid shit to each other like that.
Probably. But I seen that and it made me chuckle, so I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and bring that up.
That's how you know when you're funny and you got too much money.
or you have just far too much free time on your hands, one or the other.
Well, that's the thing is like with all celebrities, I think they get bored if they're not doing a movie or doing what they do.
Well, I think that's people in general. If you don't have anything to do, you get bored.
That's true.
So, but
Idle hands, devil's playground.
speaking of Canada, let's go to Michigan for this next one.
Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
Yes.
Let them cuss you out.
Let who cuss me out?
Michigan. And Canada.
I like Michigan. I don't have nothing wrong with
Yeah,
Michigan.
but you just said they were Canada.
Well, the northern part
He's
of
like, let's
Canada.
talk about Canada. Oh, yeah, we're going to Michigan.
No,
Wait, what?
I said speaking of Canada, let's talk about Michigan. The northern part of Michigan is basically Canada.
Yeah, no.
I got buddies that grew up by Lake Sinclair, and they sound more Canadian than most Canadian people.
Yeah.
They're talking a boot.
Yeah. And I have friends that live in the Yooper, and yeah, they sound Canadian as hell too.
He said a boot.
A boot?
They're talking a boot. What are you talking about? Toque is
But-
a hat.
Up in Michigan.
So you said they don't talk like that?
I beg to differ. I got a friend of mine. Every time I talk to him, I gotta laugh when I gotta mute the mic. He talk, he can kill me.
Nice. But up in Michigan, parents are outraged after a kindergartner brought a small bottle of Jose Cuervo margarita mix and gave
I saw that.
them to several students during snack time.
That was about 2 days
Five,
ago.
five kindergartners aged 5 at Grand River Academy in Livonia shared Dixie cups full of single-serve margarita mix on Thursday after a student who later admitted she knew it was alcohol. How the hell does your 5-year-old know?
They smell it.
You can smell it.
Fuck out of
Well,
here.
you, mom and dad drink it. You know,
I'm just saying. That's
don't touch this. This is mom and
that's-
dad's.
Hey, I
Then
bet
she
you they ain't
swipes
talking
it.
about. Listen, I bet you they ain't talking about Bruno no more.
yeah, right.
Stumbling over their words.
Yeah, they were something. But who later admitted she knew it was alcohol and gave it to them, telling them that it was juice. The little girl reportedly brought in the single-serve bottles in her backpack. The school said in a letter to parents that disciplinary measures will be taken against the student.
She's like, I don't like you guys. Here, drink this.
The Dominique Xander's daughter, who was not named, reportedly had
Jesus.
4 or 5 sips by the time the school called her mother and said her daughter felt woozy and a little dizzy. This is a quote from Xander's. The girl poured it in her cup and she drank it. And the girl ended up telling her what it is, and she went and told the teacher there is liquor in this cup, and the teacher gave her a funny face.
Listen, if it was the people, if it had been us when we was 5 or 6 year olds, we'd been talking so much shit.
Hell yeah.
And the teacher would have been like, where the fuck's mine?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it's from Michigan. It sounds like it's from Newark.
Only one. I need more than one bottle of juice, just so you know. But
5-year-old, you get some Cuervo, oh, there'd have been some shit talked up in there, boy. It'd have been like Gremlins 2 with that motherfucker.
yeah, exactly. 5 years old, fucked up on Jose Cuervo. Oh yeah.
He said it's gonna be like Gremlins.
100%.
I would like to talk to you a little bit about something.
She said one of the other parents quoted, or one of the other parents was quoted. She said, "I had a small conversation with my daughter, nothing big, and she told me the girl knew it was liquor. If your child knows what it is, nothing wrong with it, but they should know not to touch it and that it's not for kids. My daughter takes medicine," said the parents. I don't know
Yes,
what the.
we see. We can tell.
Yeah, right.
Your daughter's
First
not
off,
alcoholic.
no kid. Yeah. This is one of the parents, Alexis Smith. She says, first off, no kid should be drinking, and just the shock itself, it burns. Like, how do you feel like anything could have happened? Smith said her daughter would not be returning on Monday. The school was closed on Friday. Parents want the students' parents to punish wants the student's parents to be punished for the incident as well. They're also wondering how it could have been prevented. I'm not sure if they are
Yeah, I mean,
short-staffed
'cause,
or whatever.
I mean,
Yeah, it shouldn't have
that'll
happened.
put you on a list. It's called contributing to the delinquents of minors.
Mm,
That's like if you're at a gas station, some 16-year-old was like, "Hey, buy me beer," you will be considered a sexual predator,
No, I haven't heard that.
sex
you're
offender.
not. You're not a sex offender if you buy a minor an alcohol. Are you
Bet me.
fucking high?
Bet me.
Where?
On what planet?
In Ohio, I got a buddy of mine that got in trouble for it. He bought a pack of cigarettes.
They do
and
not label you a
six-pack of
sex
beer
offender.
for
That is
a-
contributing
for
to a minor.
friend, and it's contributing to the
God, I wish
delinquents of minor,
I wish
and he's
Jody was
considered-
listening to the show.
He is considered in Ohio a sex offender.
Jeff's
he
friend-
has to be on a list.
Shit, what the hell did
He
I
has
just
to
write
Contributing
down?
to the
report.
delinquency of a minor, I can hear. But to be a sex offender?
Contributing to the delinquents of a minor is a sex offender.
Yeah, Glick, ask her that one, please. I would see you contributing to the delinquency. I don't see the sex offense on it.
Well, it's same category.
There should be a difference on that one. 'Cause that's
There
pretty
should be, but there isn't.
That's pretty strong. Damn. Contributing to the delinquency and being a sex offender. I don't know about that.
Like they have to report once a month. They have to report for like 5 years. He had to.
Which is okay. He gets a report but still live his life. But you got to
Right.
register.
Yeah,
sex
but
offender.
like
That's-
they had to know where his address was. He's based
Yeah.
on probation.
So, sex offender classifications: Tier 3, rape, sexual battery, aggravated murder with sexual motivation, murder with sexual motivation, unlawful death or termination of pregnancy as a result of committing or attempting to commit a felony with sexual motivation, kidnapping of a minor to engage in sexual activity, kidnapping of a minor not by parent, gross sexual imposition, felonious assault with sexual motivation, predators unless reclassified after hearing under blah 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 the Adam Walsh Act. Any sexual offense that occurs after the offender is classified as a Tier 2 or Tier 3 offender. That's Tier 3. Tier 2 is compelling prostitution, pandering obscenity involving a minor, pandering sexual orientated material involving a minor, use of minors, gross sexual imposition, child endangering, kidnapping with sexual motivation, abduction, with sexual motivation.
Wait
I'm
now.
just
Child
saying.
endangerment I can hear. Child endangerment I can hear.
But
I
it's
can
not
hear
a sex.
child
If you're only buying it for a 16-year-old because they're like, "Hey, buddy, you want to buy it for me?" You're like, "Yeah, whatever you buy," and there's no
No, we're
sexual
talking about-
motivation
talking
behind
about-
it.
We're talking about the kids in the story you got first.
Yeah. Well, that's child endangerment.
There's child
Right.
endangerment, so
Yeah.
I can kind of see. But still,
Well, I'm talking about Jeff saying that if you buy alcohol for a minor, that you're going to get put
I'm
on a
just
sexual
saying.
predator. I'm just saying you're fucking wrong and your friend's an idiot.
It's not my friend. It's the law that got him in trouble.
Was this recently?
No, this was
Your
back in
friend,
2000.
your friend did a lot more than just buy alcohol for a minor.
No.
I'm sorry, your friend deserves to be on a list. He's a pedophile.
No, he
You
literally
cannot,
bought
dude. You cannot.
stranger
You're
kids
not gonna.
at a gas station, asked him to buy cigarettes and a 6-pack.
The alcohol.
There is nothing
alcohol.
on there.
The
There is
alcohol.
nothing on there that says
Like he
buying.
didn't
wait,
party
no,
with them or
hey,
anything.
Wait.
It
The
says
alcohol.
sexual motivation is where they put in those
Understood, but Why the
factors.
hell else would you get a kid drunk? That don't make no sense.
My sister
no, he
bought me
bought it for
alcohol
them.
when I was underage all the time. I had
well,
I had
just
buddies.
Say, I'm not quoting.
were
I'm not
over.
quoting like.
I'm telling
like
you, you're
I
wrong. You're
was
not
the
going to get put
lawyer.
on a list if you buy a minor alcohol. Now, if you buy a minor alcohol with a sexual motivation, or if you expect sexual favors in
Favors.
return,
Yeah, no,
then
I get
yes,
that.
you're a pedophile. And if your buddy got put on a list for that, then your buddy's a fucking pedophile, and he deserves to be put on a goddamn list. He didn't just randomly buy a stranger-ass minor a 6-pack of beer and get put on a fucking predator list.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I
I'm
just read through the fucking law in Ohio.
Are you
Everything
still
in there.
Jeff? Are you still in touch
What?
with him? Are you still in
No,
touch with him?
I haven't been in touch. I haven't talked to him. He and I work together at the same company.
Everything on that list, just like kidnapping. If you kidnap somebody and that's all you do, you don't get put on a sexual predator list unless there's sexual motivation.
Based on what you just read, I would
Based
say
on reading
it's
that.
child endangerment. If you kidnap a child, it's child endangerment. So
That's
you can
child. That's not sexually motivated though. That's where they break the law down. You have to remember, Tony, if you were a police officer
Yeah,
in the
but
military,
however,
there are
I'm
subsections
pretty
to every
sure.
law.
I'm pretty sure my dude was made an example of as well.
Yes, I already hear that, but that seems a little extreme.
If he was
Right.
made an example of and it was sent to the extreme, is because
I'm not
under
saying
one
I
of the
was his
under one of the
fucking lawyer.
bylaws, that's why. It's not just because
All I know is every Wednesday, this dude was late to work and had to work overtime to make up for his lateness because he had to go see his PO.
Yeah, but I mean, he could have been on probation because he got busted buying beer for a minor,
No, he showed me his sexual predator card.
Gotcha.
Well, then there's more to it than just buying
I
alcohol
dare say
for a
there might be
minor.
more to it, but I would like to look into that more. I would. Before Glick blows his top over there. Fuck around,
Just
get some balls.
just making up random shit.
I'm not making shit up. Dude was on the list.
There's more to his story. He did not just buy because I have been caught.
I'm just relaying what was
buying
told to me.
alcohol for a minor, and fortunately, it was
in
in
your hometown.
not in my hometown, but in a town that people knew me, and they're like,
Thank you.
"Really, dude?
Right.
You know this
Exactly.
is illegal."
That's the thing.
And
Some the hell I went
Yeah.
and try that shit again, see what happens.
Exactly.
but at the same time, I'm not going to get put on a list because that's
Jay,
ludicrous.
Jesus Christ.
Don't listen to Jay. Don't listen to Jay. Don't listen to Jay.
That's ludicrous to think they're going to put you on a sexual predator list just because you bought a minor alcohol. You know, that whole show To Catch a Predator, and those jackasses show up with a six-pack and
No,
pizza.
that's totally different because
That is sexually motivated.
Watch movies.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at that show, but every time somebody talks about that show, I think about the Boondocks, and y'all make me sick of it. Go ahead.
And you know what? And I will clarify, and I will double check with Jody tonight. I'm going to ask her soon.
Honestly,
I'm
do
getting ready
check.
to end this fucking podcast, and I'm going to talk to her in a little bit, and I'm going to ask her.
It's okay. God damn.
That's craziness.
You sound like the rest of these motherfuckers
Like
up here.
dude's
Calm
charge, we looked it up on online.
Hey,
It was
Glick,
contributing to the
Glick,
delinquents
I
of
want you to remember
minors.
something, okay?
Don't you
Words
have a
are
drama
hard.
bus to go fuel up or something, Tony?
Words are hard. Calm down.
Words are hard. Just be right when you use words. Oh, Lord, your buddy's a jackass. He's a pedophile. That's why he's on the
Your
list.
police is on your cameras. It don't make me know. Never mind. I'm gonna tell you like this. I like you. and I want you.
And if I likes it, I'll take it.
Nice.
Hello, my name is Chris.
So we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. I had two coworkers at work. They would love saying that. I said, something wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with y'all. Oh my God.
Oh, good Lord.
He said right there, said, go ahead. Take your time. Oh, I ain't here for no little boys.
What in the fuck?
I'm
glad- I'm glad former President Trump and current President Biden weren't here for that conversation.
Jesus. Jay, I don't know what you're hearing, but you need to get your ears checked.
Oh, good
you
Lord.
Your whole
Well-
factory reception system is fucked.
Yeah, Jay, your oral factory is fucked.
Ooh, damn.
Stop going to the glory holes.
Mexican.
But anyways, with that being said, we're going to end the show. Jeff, you make my head hurt.
I'm just relaying the info I have, sir.
This motherfucker lost his mind because he didn't think you would tell the truth.
Like Jeff says some dumb things, but there's just...
No, it's literally I'm literally relaying what was told to me, and he's acting like I made it up.
You just finished reading What the Fuck News, and now you don't want to believe him. Fuck your mentality.
Yeah, I'm all the shit that you read, and I'm like, I'm supposed
reading-
to believe every word.
I'm reading news articles from reputable sources, whatever. Your buddy is not a good source. He's a jackass.
Oh my God.
Is this one of those cases, my buddy? Now we know why Jeff's in Mexico.
Ah, okay.
You got Chris Hansen, didn't you, Jeff?
Yeah, right.
No, I was just here to have pizza and watch Ghostbusters.
Hell yeah.
Unbelievable.
Good movie.
You know, I was going to introduce her to the classics. Oh, fuckers kill me on that show, too. I guess I'll just leave now. Yeah, you go ahead and leave while those
Look with
30, while those 30 cops are sitting out there waiting on your dumbass. And Chris Hansen would be like, okay, yeah, you can leave if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, fool, so you can leave your police in your
We'll even give you a ride right in this police car.
Yeah, right. But anyways, we do appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be back Saturday night with a brand new episode here on Haps. If you're not already, go ahead and download the app. Give us a follow. You'll get the notification. You can come hang out in the chatters box with us. You can also check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can catch us on Spotify. Every single episode of the app up to date as of today. Completely up to date. All episodes are up there on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. You can email us if you'd like at Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. Go ahead and start getting your guys' list ready for Friday or Saturday night. The top 5 that guy or that girl. You know, the actors or actresses that are literally in everything, but they're not a huge name. So you guys can send your list in on Saturday for that or anytime between now and Saturday. And we do have a merch store if you're into any of that jazz. Teespring.com/Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. So go give us a follow, go give us a like, and we can ask you guys for one favor. We don't ever ask for anything out of you guys, but go ahead and share us. Give us a share, tell other people about the show, let them know they might like it. If not, if you tell 10 people and one person likes it, that's one more person that might tell 10 more people. Etc., 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 blah, 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 blah. So help us grow, help us get bigger, and you guys can be the few, the proud that can say you were on the ground floor and been here since day one.
That's right.
OGs, if you will. But with that being said, we're going to end the show like we always do with a little Blacktop Mojo. If you don't know who they are, go ahead and check them out everywhere you stream music and on all social media at Blacktop Mojo. If you do know who they are, tell a friend. Maybe they don't know about them. Bless their ear holes with a little Blacktop Mojo.
That's right. If you hear something, say something.
Hear something, say something. Don't be about it, talk about it, or some shit. But we got Blacktop Mojo with Wicked Woman. We'll see you guys Saturday night.
Take this out.
Can I help you?
Do you have any weapons of any kind? Anything to defend yourself?
Sir, this is a Speedy Mart. We have hot dogs 2 for $1. I just put them on the roller yesterday. They're pretty good.
No, man, like something sharp, something like I can stab, defend myself with.
I've got some sharp cheddar combos over there. It's kind of like a Ritz cracker pregnant with a cheese baby.
All right. Well, let me just take one of these lighters, and I'm gonna borrow your bug spray, and can I borrow your bathroom key as well?
Yeah, bathroom key. All right. I got your bathroom key right there. Make sure you bring that back. And that'll be $13.62. And I'm going to have exact change, sir. We're in a coin shortage at the moment.
Whatever, man. Okay. Just that. No, I'm sorry.
Take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever. And now, the spirit in the air. Give me all your blood. Make me a god like you.
Oh shit, Chuck.
Oh shit, Chuck.
Oh shit, Chuck.
Well, that was perfect.
Take this sacrifice. I wanna live forever. And now, the spirit in the air. Give me all your blood. Make me a god like you. Make me a god like you.
Hell yeah. Gotta love some Black Tom Mojo. Jeffrey, let him know.
Deuces.
Comes Tony's militant ass. Maybe. He's talking with no sound again.
You talking about me again, son?
I'm waiting on you to
Oh, you
say
waiting on me? Oh, I'm sorry.
I know you're fueling up.
Line, boy, damn.
You're fueling up the drama
Oh,
bus. You got to get to
you
Dramaville.
jackass. You just fucked up my whole sound bite, son of a bitch. Fucked up the whole damn sound bite. I had the whole shit. Oh.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh,
pay
okay.
attention. Pay attention.
Okay.
Plain and simple. Mother had your mother, made your motherfucker.
What the fuck was that?
Crimson Tide. Great,
Crimson
great.
Tide.
No, the noise that Jeff made.
Oh, y'all guys fuck up shit all the damn time.
We can't have nothing nice around here.
No.
Thank you guys for listening. Tune in Saturday. Same nonsensical time, same nonsensical channel. Goodbye, motherfuckers. Good lord.